I'm first. Woohoo. Super Bucky, congrats on being first. I had to do that too.
It has begun.
Welcome in, Keva. Testing. What the heck? Testing. 1, 2, 3. There's my volume. Saber Becky, congrats on being first. Kava, welcome in. Hello, Zire. Congrats on the 5-stream streak, Kava. Thank you, Doki, for the welcome back. Welcome in. Zire, congrats on landing in the pool. Welcome back from Atlanta. For those of you that were in ads, let's go ahead and get myself undeafened in Discord. Hang on 1 second. Players, are you guys ready? All right, cool. And Discord is now unmuted. And we are on to the gaming screen.
But I'm still so full of breadsticks.
You had way too many breadsticks, and you should feel bad.
I do.
When you're here, your family.
To be
But
fair,
seriously, you're eating all of our breadsticks. Please go home.
to be fair, Sab didn't have just breadsticks. Sab went ahead and went for the unlimited breadstick dip as well. So Sab also had like 3 bowls of Alfredo dip sauce onto those breadsticks on top of it.
14
Sweet.
breadsticks and 3 bowls of Alfredo.
Hey, Sam, I'm ordering pizza. Do you want breadsticks?
Yes.
If they have garlic
That
knots, I'll take
answer.
5.
Good girl.
Wag's tail.
Yes, Doki.
Whoa,
Jolene has
Terms of
decided
service,
to
terms of service.
use her new reactive before the rest of the party, but that's okay. I'm trying to finish
Yeah.
the OBS stuff before we all swapped over, but Jolene's had
I'm the-
shorter hair for a while now because of
Yeah.
the stuff that happened at the
Wizard
Renn,
Duel.
the Renn Faire place camp festival.
Oh no, the consequences of Jolene's actions.
Yes.
I can't help
Hey.
but notice Jolene's rocking some new tattoos on her. Oh,
Yeah, those are demon bite marks.
those aren't tattoos. Oh no.
That's when them teeth dugs into her body to her supple tender
Nom nom nom.
flesh.
Demon tried to eat Jolene like Sad eats breadsticks.
Yeah.
Oh god, he could eat 4 Jolenes at once. Jesus.
Everyone drop.
Everyone
the
drop
pool.
for the pool. Everyone, it's hot
Okay.
out. Everyone drop for the pool. Go, go, go.
Oh, guys, I got first today. None
Yeah,
of y'all
you
were
did.
here, and no one cares but me. But you guys should have seen it. It was awesome.
Baki is never going to end up in the pool again because
This is it.
I don't think it is. I see it
If-
before
hey,
you.
Don't say anything. I want to see it.
Take cuts off the
I got a
stream
good
before you
feeling.
land in it.
Dude, I would be so pissed.
Become one with Juke's hair.
Okay, that's I'm using a dice to keep track of how many times I do not go. That is 2 so far.
All right. So,
I have too many game systems sitting on my computer desk.
we're up here on the Choo Choo T-Pain.
Please don't ever call it that again.
That's what one of y'all named it.
It's not me.
Until y'all name it something else, that's what it's called.
I thought we had a name for the train. That wasn't
Well,
that.
right now it's named the Choo Choo T-Pain.
It was
I didn't even
something
know we
with
had an
Crew
icon.
Talk's name.
The Crew Talk Cruiser.
No.
I thought it was like crew
No.
talk and roll or something.
It's gotta be a J music thing, right?
I don't know.
What if we call it Train?
No.
Drain.
Everyone must
Train,
hydrate.
train.
I already did 2 seconds ago.
Well, la-ti-da for you.
I'm not drinking
Ooh.
it again.
Chugga
Can we
chugga
get a-
you crew.
You
It's
can't.
Jane. No, it's Jane the Crazy Train.
You can't do this to me with the water like I did
I-
this to me with the breadsticks.
Can we not? Tay, you can add. This is your channel. You can add anything you want in here, right?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Can you make a breadstick one to where Sab has to eat a breadstick?
I don't have any breadsticks
Oh,
with
you
me.
mean a
It was
redeem?
at
You better
the
get some.
restaurant.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
a redeem for Sab to have to
eat
go
a
We're done.
and eat
We're
a
done.
breadstick.
No more breadsticks.
I mean,
Breadsticks are banned.
technically, you left 4. You have 4 in the fridge right now, but they'd be cold. It wouldn't be warm.
Okay, so
I'm turning the train into a mimic.
No.
Ah,
Things are about
and
to
we're the
get
breadsticks.
sticky.
Is the
You are not
25k bits emote live yet? Yes. Yes, it is. Nobody owns it yet. But several of
25,000.
but several of you 5k bit people have this now.
I
You
don't
have cash,
that.
and then if you get 25k bits, you get money.
I have 2 bits. That's enough for a haircut
I
and a
believe
shave.
Chug is 10k
Oh, yeah.
bits, right?
I'm
That
going to
sounds
the
right.
Save and haircut. 2
I'm in
bits.
the
All right.
pool.
Wow, nice landing.
Who
have we
wants to
taken
do a recap?
Have we do?
I'll
Did we
do a
do long
recap.
resties?
I do not recall.
We'll see. That depends on what your plans are after this.
We're going to
Correct.
Prickly Pines.
You could.
So,
I believe the
last time.
goal is to live.
Well, at Prickly Pines is where you can get all of that stuff that Omen left for y'all. But you don't have to go there.
I mean, if we
And
want to get
didn't-
paid, we kind of do.
And
Last time on
didn't
Dragon
they?
Ball Z, right?
Didn't homegirl Areola leave something for us there too?
Ariella.
Like she was like, "I'm
Ariella.
sorry, I'm
We're-
such
we're
a
gonna-
massive bitch."
We're gonna repeat that the name is Ariella.
It's fine.
Areola. Oriori.
Wait, Cav, do you want me to do the recap in the Dragon Ball Z announcer voice?
Yes.
Oh, do it, man.
I mean, will
Oh,
that give
God.
you? Hold on. Does Z-Ray already have inspiration?
Zero will get something special.
Oh, hold on. Let me read over my notes really quickly before I do this.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me
You
take a
gotta.
drink.
Yeah. You gotta do a little scene study first. It's the '90s. Dragon Ball Z is the
hi,
only
welcome
anime
in,
to
everybody.
exist.
Okay. All right. So this will be the recap for session 52 of the J Crew, which was when? When did we last play?
3 weeks ago.
Give me a second. I'll find out for you.
Not last week.
No,
not the
definitely-
week before.
it's been a
the
month
week
at
before
least.
before.
At the bare minimum, it's been a month. The
Are you saying?
It's been
Why when 3 weeks?
June
Four-
10th?
4 weeks?
June 10th.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what? No.
Okay.
We had a session after that. No, we didn't.
It was
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
3 weeks ago.
Recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, June 10th.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Last time on the J Crew. It looks like our fair room got upgraded for winning so many events. That's something straight out of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes, it
Jolene
is.
communed with John's deity. Something was fucking on the astral realm. Pull out, what was it? Dump Azalor stock. Invest in something else.
Yeah.
We got some Jules backstory. Grew up in a coastal town, raided by pirates. Was apparently press ganged into becoming a pirate. I believe had a wife on the ship, Natalia.
Yes.
Zinnia was the strategist on said pirate ship. They raided merchant ships in the Grand Green. This name kind of sounded familiar to us for some reason. But there was a mutiny. The first mate, Alec, pulled some bullshit. Jules and Natalia sided with the captain, but they all got thrown overboard. But then Jules heard a voice from below. A warlock patron wanting gold. But then we all had a collective dream or nightmare, traveling down a hallway of memories. I experienced memories, but they weren't my own. Memories. The track split. We got memories of the Witchlight Carnival? Did we never leave the Fey realm? Oh shit.
No.
Jean apparently went onto an alternate memory track of some kind. Very old memories of Sister Marilyn. He got a +2 intelligence permanent score increase. Waking up, we saw Magma, but he was in a bad way. I had to cast Revivify on him to stabilize him because he was dead. Like dead.
Dead.
Fluffy was also in a bad condition, which made everyone feel really bad. Apparently, Magma was attacked by assassins from New Warston City. He was holding a biomechanical eyeball as evidence of really bad shit going down in New Warston City. Apparently, Magma has no memory of our interaction or combat. That's a bummer, man! There was a plan concocted to use Wraith's portal on the train to transport Magma's fellow refugees to safety. They were headed to Palakia, which is back towards where
We came from.
Jolene lives, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Like where the festival was. Apparently, and this is circled and highlighted, Jolene and Wrath had a falling out. Dun dun
Ooh.
dun. Sad violin noise. Smallest violin. Apparently we hired... Oh, that's right! We hired the Massive Warforged, the Crusher guy, named just Q37, who was a, like, hydraulic press Warforged, but he's a therapist.
Be a therapist.
But, like, the bluntest therapist in the world. So we now have a therapist on staff. Good going!
He does,
Needed.
due to his size and density, affect the speed of the Krutok cruiser.
He is a cube.
No,
Can we
Doki.
have Dragon Ball Z right every time?
Jolene's
Please, my
hair
voice.
got burned off by like fire during the wizard duel.
Yeah, when she selflessly saved that child from exploding due to like forbidden magic stuff. You know,
And she immediately regretted it because the child wasn't super grateful and she didn't get a hero's welcome for it. So
It's
now
not-
she's
no.
immediately going full evil.
So
No.
you're saying the
She put a
haircut
hit out on the kid.
wasn't the breakup haircut?
I mean, it did. I mean, that is part of it, of her current. Anyways, we'll figure
Zero,
that out. Later.
I am awarding you a special ability usage.
To shut the fuck. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
I don't know why that took over me.
So, you're
Yeah.
aboard your train, the J train, whatever it's actually called.
Jane the Crazy Train.
So, where are we going?
I think we were.
Those prickly pines, right?
Yeah.
We were
Well, because
heading in the
we
area.
we had just heard of bad shit going down in New Warstrin, which we had to go through Prickly Pines regardless.
Yeah.
Because then we jump the little strait
Money in
between prickly
Forgot
pines.
There's like a purple line, so I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, Ariella gave us our money. Was going to give us our money, but they're like banknotes that we have to like cash in.
I
Yes.
forget where that
bank?
was. Was
Was
that
it
New
Prickly Pines?
Warstrin or
Hey,
Prickly?
Documancer, did you look at those to make sure they weren't forgeries?
I didn't even think. I thought they
That
just
is
said,
your
"Hey, come
job.
pick this up." I thought. Wait, hang on. Here's what they said. I've sent a check you can pick up in New Warstrin. Yeah, so we didn't get anything from them physically. Just a note saying, "Go to New Warstrin to pick some stuff up."
Unbelievable.
So Prickly Pines for all the shit that Acquisitions Incorporated is giving us, and like Vi is helping us out with something there.
Wasn't there also something going on with the Warforged that we needed to
That's-
investigate for them in Prickly Pines?
Also, speaking of
Yeah.
Vi, you know that Ariella's trying to deal with Vi.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
I can't have them in more than once a month in a play session though. So we need to not
That's fair.
fuck around with them.
Vi or the other,
the other group.
team.
The one
I
that
think-
keeps fucking schooling us at every fucking juncture, you know?
Sab, Doki just gave Jean a player advantage.
Alrighty.
I'm going to use it for fishing.
Thank you.
No, she said not fishing. That was the one thing she said.
She said, please don't use
Oh.
it for fishing. So, you know,
Shipping?
shipping, fishing, whatever. You know, just shh.
Anyway,
Look,
John has little figures of the other party, and he has the Gucci and the Zinnia ones. He goes, "Now keys.
No, jeez.
I'm shipping them. Now keys."
so can we know how long it would take to get to Old Prickly Pines?
Yeah. It'll take you. It depends on if you want Krutok to open her up, as he says,
Oh
or
God, no.
not. If Krutok opens her up, you can get there in 2 days. Otherwise, it's going to take about 5.
Is Krutok able to open her up with the therapist working with him?
Sab.
Krutok is not ready to open up with the therapist.
Oh.
Yeah, wrong type of opening up.
Mandatory therapy. Sab writes this as a very good question.
Yes. Our main antagonist is a horrific metallic biometallic flesh monster thing that appears to have the ability, when interacting with creatures, to alter / completely obliterate their memories, specifically of other people once it takes them away.
Yes, we actually have 5 members in our party. There's one that we can't perceive in any way.
Who is still there from time to time, it seems, but also not.
We'll have
that creature so far has only been known as
The Devourer, right?
no,
the
the
Scourge.
Scourge of Desolation.
Yeah.
A apparently planar hopping creature that creates oblivion in its wake.
Last time we saw it, it was fighting Zybilna, the queen of the Fae.
Last time you saw it, a vestige of it was going toe to toe with Zybilna in Zybilna's stronghold.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It is significantly worse than a false Hydra. However,
same idea.
It has it is a similar functionality as what false Hydras do in terms of memory stuff.
Do you have the picture of like the idea of them, or is that something you want to share? I know we've seen it, but it's been months and months and months.
I do not have anything for chat to see.
Okay, gotcha.
So, are we going as fast as possible to Prickly Pines, or are we playing it normal?
Okay. On the way there, is there any like big shopping towns of note? I need magic scrolls. I gotta fuel my magic lust. I haven't had a scroll.
Prickly Pines is
like
where you
8
could do
months.
that. Oh man, it'd be great if you had a shop on board your train that you could go do shopping at.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a magic shop.
I don't. Well, good thing that's not the case then, huh?
If
It is
only
the
we had a
case.
purveyor of magical goods with a portal connected to the train.
Mhm.
She sells magical items, not magical scrolls. Okay.
She has scrolls.
She has scrolls.
No, that
She got a
was
scroll from her.
Yeah.
not from her. I bought
You
a
bought
bunch
a bunch
from
of scrolls from her.
That's how you guys got
No.
together. You were flirting.
It was
while
some
buying scrolls.
I bought all my scrolls from some dude in a seedy alley in Havenson. Okay.
She literally had a barrel of scrolls I told you about.
I don't know what I bought, but I took those
It's
out
a
of my
bargain
spell
barrel
book.
of scrolls.
Yeah,
Like
she
a
had a
Walmart movie
literal
game.
bargain barrel of scrolls, and I'd explained it at the time, and you were like, I just spent all my money.
Yeah.
Julie just walking out with the whole barrel in their hand, just like.
I did at one point have I think like 47 scrolls of spells to learn.
So, the only place that is between Prickly Pines and where you're at is a place that you know of is a place known as Blackhand Keep. You'd be able to reach it that first day of travel after leaving Ye Olde Fairy.
God.
Yeah, that's where her hair got
If you
blown
want to go
out.
hang out at Blackhand Keep. Otherwise, we can just go straight to Prickly Pines.
Well, let's
Prickly
ask
Pines.
we'll have a powwow in the J Crew cabin and be like, hey,
Oh, are the crew of the train going there too? So crew talk,
no
Q37
the-
and
us. We're the
Wrath?
crew with the K.
Nope,
remember?
just the bosses, just the bosses.
So
Crew
just
talk, you have a
Jolene.
meeting
It's a
right now.
corporate meeting. Got it.
Yeah.
There was
Active.
one thing I did want to do while we were traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back way like several sessions ago, back in Palakia, when we
Yeah.
stopped to meet Jolene's adoptive mom dragon,
Yes.
Oh.
or was it
Grandmother.
grandmother? Yes,
Kind of
dragon.
mom, but
Yeah. Jean's remembering that she gave Jean a scroll, and now he's kind of curious because he never actually
Yeah.
examined it. All I have in my inventory is just listed as, where was it?
It was, this is a scroll. Don't give it to Jolene.
Yeah.
That's literally what the rule
Kinda,
was.
yeah.
Don't
like, don't
let
give this to
Jolene
Jolene.
see it or
I
something.
thought there was a cryptic bit of instruction with it as well.
I'm trying to see where I put it.
As y'all are like getting ready to leave from the fair in the morning, you overhear some tourists from Thilwilwind who are talking to each other, and you see that it looks like it's a group of dude elves who are all just like, they have long shoulder length hair. They're all wearing like fancy doublets and things, but they're all undone so that they have like a deep V effectively with the way that they're done. And they've got their pants low enough you see like the V of the pelvis as well. And they're all
wait, so there's like multiple V's together? Is it consummate V's?
Yeah, it is 5 of them. They're dressed identically to each other. Identical haircuts. Very slightly different shades of blonde to brown hair between the 5 of them. And as they're all like talking to each other, you overhear them and they're like, "Oh, I've never been to the fair. What do we have to do here?" And then one of the others goes, "Well, Wilwin, we're going to be at the fair for quite some time, and they've brought us on as a contract, and we're going to be performing for some type of show that people can make the tickets to." And then one of the others like is much like prettier, for the simplest words, and has in the front the hair a little longer than the rest, so it like hangs emo style most of the way over their face. Does the like very practiced head sway to swish their hair out of their face. Has a practiced look of disinterest. "Oh, well, you don't have to worry about all that. Less talking as well, please. I had way too much to drink with our companions last evening, in the tour wagon. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you've got your bass viola ready, and we'll bring out the steel drums for later. Do you have the thaumaturgy you want from my performance?" And you see this guy who pulls out a oversized lute that is crackling with electricity on it. Juke, you've never seen an instrument like this. He takes out this huge metal pick and hits it, and it's like this for all of our ears, it's an electric guitar, like as he does like that with it. Juke has never heard anything like this before.
Looking for that new sound? Listen to this. And they hold the phone up.
Too much.
The kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
And he does that real quick. And this guy, of all of them, like you had the pretty boy who's clearly the singer. This guy is absolutely like 0% body fat, shredded, oiled up.
That's
deep
really not
V.
healthy.
Oh, absolutely looks like he has gone too far with it. A little too muscular and toned.
Like younger, like Keith
Gym
Richards,
rat.
basically.
No, like a gym rat, basically.
rat.
Like,
Okay.
like to the point that his neck is almost
Gym
too
rat,
thick.
Gym rat or freak beast?
No, definitely
Gym
not
rat.
that one. He's not
Gym
not
rat, got it.
huge compared to the others.
I'm like
he's
imagining like
huge.
a Rob Liefeld character, you know? That really
No,
So many pouches.
it's just the fact that they're all wearing identical outfits, but his is pushed out significantly further because of his musculature than the rest of them. His doesn't look like it fits nearly as well as theirs do. His is too tight, almost painfully tight. And he does that. He's also got dark sunglasses so you can't see his eyes. And he looks over and says, "Don't worry about it. We'll have it handled. Go ahead and we'll carry the things in." He looks over and he spies your double axe salute, Juke.
Yeah.
As y'all are getting on the train, he goes, "Nice piece. Who made it for you?" And he just struts over, like, ignores everyone else in your party straight over to you.
Oh no, you shouldn't have asked me that question because I'm actually not sure. This is an OC, an out of character.
Just make something
shit.
up.
Yes, and.
Yeah.
What?
Improv. Make something up.
Just a little place over in oh god, random place that I came from. Help. Little
You
place
gotta-
in
You
You're
have a
making
whole map
I
right in
haven't
front of
played
you.
Juke in like a fucking month and a half.
The
Give me a
Doesn't
entire
matter.
map is right in front of you.
I know.
Yeah, we're on the map page.
Volgland Vi.
Right.
That's the Dwarven mountain. Dwarven volcano town is
Well,
Volgland
you can't
Vi.
pick worse than that.
Yeah, that'll
Try
work.
again.
That'll work. No, that's good. A place, little place over in Bogan Thigh. I guess I've been by because I've apparently been there before now. Shh.
He goes, "Metal. Do you mind?" And he reaches a hand out towards one of the blades on it.
Yeah.
He runs his finger along the blade until it cuts him, and a drop of his blood goes on the blade, and then he like smears it on your blade with his thumb, and goes, "Yeah, that's even more metal now."
Damn.
Then he like
dirty.
touches his finger, and you see like heals it, and he goes, "If you want a sick piece like this, it's a new style. They're making them in New Worston here." And he reaches up towards where his sunglasses are, and they have like this extra piece on the sides, so you can't see his eyes from the sides either. And he reaches like he's reaching up under the side piece, and he pulls out a business card somehow from the sunglasses,
Uh-huh.
flicks it at you, and it like slides and wedges itself in between the strings on your double
Oh my
axe.
god, he said
flute.
Gaiva.
And then he says, "Nothing personnel, kid."
Fucking
Disappears.
Yu-Gi-Oh shit going on in here.
He looks at you and says, "Just so you know," and he leans a little close and he lowers his voice so the rest of the party can't hear us. He goes, "Yeah, he's looking over the rest of your party, then looks back to his. He goes, "I can see you've got some shaft like I do, but hey, Battle of the Bands, 2 months. You gonna be there?"
Where is that again?
Valnadad Viago.
I'll see if my schedule will allow it.
I mean, you're clearly in charge of this band, so you may as well just make your way there. All the best players are going to be there. Trust me, it'll be worth your while. And, hey, if you get tired of running with, the likes of these, I can get rid of one of mine.
Thanks for the offer.
You'd look
You're
great in
gonna
a
leave
deep
us,
V,
Luke?
let me tell you.
You're gonna leave us for the
And he looks at you and he
Didn't
says,
hear her tone?
he doesn't seem to react to the tone.
I'm talking about Jewel.
I'm shitting
He-
you.
He looks at you and he goes, "You look real good in a deep V. In fact, you could do an extreme." And he like
Extreme
takes
V?
another second to look at you and goes, "I think you could have the deepest V."
Holy
And he's
shit.
like looking at the front of your Sonar body. He's like, "Completely without regrets, all the way down."
like
and he goes,
crotch.
Well, because she's a centaur.
Yeah.
So the front of her,
God.
front
there's
is not
nothing
a
that has to be
crotch.
covered
Yeah,
right
there's
in the
Tip to
front.
tail.
Yep.
So she could have a full like ultra V. And he's like,
You mean
like,
a jacket?
Yeah, I think it's just a jacket at that point that's separated in the middle.
if anyone says that, he goes, no, it'll be the deepest V, and everyone will know. I've got a fantastic tailor, let me tell you. And he takes out one other thing, and as he does, you get a quick glimpse of it. It's a different pick, and this one has engraving on it, and he holds it out to you if you want to take it.
The pick?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll take a look at the pick.
The pick has his band name on it, and it's the Flying V's.
Okay.
And he goes, yeah, so hit me up. Even if you don't want to jam together, we could certainly rock together, babe. And then he turns and he says, "No worry, I know how to handle someone like you. It'll be great for both of us." And then he turns and walks off.
Okay, so once he walks off and it is no longer within earshot, I roll my eyes and just go amateur, and I take the card out of my guitar, not my guitar, but lute, and put it away for now. Not even gonna look at it right now.
Okay. Under where it says the Flying V's, it says Adriana V of the Flying V's. And then it says under that, I put the V in the Flying V's.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They're
dear
trying
God.
too hard. They're trying way too hard.
You know, Jean? Have you ever
Yes?
considered, when she makes a V gesture? Instead of a breastplate, it's like a V plate.
I mean, that's not very protective, though.
But it's stylish.
Stylish,
But
yes.
wouldn't it be covered with the breastplate?
No, the
mean-
breastplate. We'll just cut out a bit of the metal.
Yeah,
I mean-
I can
Wait,
use
then
magic
someone
to
could-
reshape it.
But then someone could just stab me where it's open.
No.
We
Well,
can
Well,
stab
that's
you in
a-
your
You can
face
glam
too.
it.
That's
You
open. It's
You
fine.
can glam the breastplate. It'd still be a
Yeah.
breastplate.
It's magic
But-
time, baby.
Jean starts like
You
backing
show-
into a corner.
You show up to the battle. You show up to the battle of the bands. You've all glamored to be the extreme V's,
Oh,
just
God.
to fuck with the Flying V's.
What if we just get tattoos that are V's, but they cover our whole body? So therefore,
Oh, God.
You just have that blackout fashion tape,
yeah,
like runway tape, and you just have V's over your body covering everything.
that's
Oh
it.
my God.
Done.
And I'm sorry, this happens before we get into our train for the. to
Yeah.
This is
disappear,
as
right?
you're boarding the train, leaving the fair.
That was
Gotcha.
weird.
Yeah, no, complete amateur. It's just shakes her head.
But apparently there's a battle of the bands in 2 months.
Well, there
That
might
would be
not
fun.
be a universe in 1 month, so
Well, you know what? We do it for the band. We're getting the band back together.
Getting band back together.
well, Jean, can you play an instrument?
I mean,
Didn't Jean play something with Duke before? Someone played the tambourine for Duke during that performance. I don't remember who it was, but someone did it.
Remember?
Jean does kind of look kind of sheepish. He goes, I didn't play an instrument, but I did sing in our monastery choir.
Oh, that's right. You're a singer, voice of an angel. Give us a bar.
Oh, if John's the lead singer, John's gonna have to dress the skimpiest.
Oh no.
Actually, into this. We can get you a
Don't you-
dress. I mean, boy clothes. And you'll look great in them.
is this going to be the Battle of the Bands arc?
I mean, there was once a time that Duke could be like, yeah, I can go and absolutely just wreck everybody. But at this point, she's like, I don't need to do that anymore. Well, no, she's like, I don't need
I
to
would
do
say
that
you've heard of the flying bees, by the way. Like, you know they're a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
she doesn't give two flying
Should
hoots
we-
about that dude's personality.
That's fair.
You know,
I'm just
I mean,
saying. I'm just saying, as a band, they're very successful. Like
Yeah.
Juke would
But
have heard of
what
them.
if we
They're-
care about sticking into that man and his very, 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 very deep neck?
Look,
Sticking it to the
their early-
man. Okay.
Their earlier
I'm
stuff
into
was
this.
okay, but they sold out.
Did you see that he had 10 abs?
And they weren't even in the right spot. They were just kind of off to the side.
I'm sorry, I'll be
I hear
right
they're-
back.
I hear
I'm
they're
getting a
going
phone
on.
call.
They just kept going all the way down.
Yeah. Oh man, he has love handle abs. Awesome.
You know, usually there's like a sternum there. No, just more abs.
Do you
Oh,
think, actually, if Juke became like a member of the band, like she would need ab like that? Like it go all the way down and then like back?
Do horses have abs?
Is that how horses work?
I mean,
know.
I think
She has
at
abs.
least a few of you have seen Juke
Nude?
with her top
Yeah.
off. Juke has abs.
No,
Yeah,
but I mean like,
like,
like it goes down the front and then like down along the the
It
spine,
just
like
wraps
an ab pillar.
around.
Yeah. On the horse part.
I don't think horses can have abs.
That's what we're
She needs
asking.
to be an abipede.
Oh.
Stop it.
Curse knowledge.
Well, if we get turned into mechanical insects at some point in this campaign, a lot of people would be really happy with that. Me being kind of one of them, but
You want to
I'll
be
pass.
turned into an insect?
no. A robot insect. Come on, I'm not some Philistine. Come on.
Horses do not ever have a visible six-pack abs like humans do.
Why even keep them around then?
Oh my gosh.
I already have a Mustang, and it gets 17 miles to a gallon. All right.
You know how many miles a horse will get to the gallon?
Well, how much is carrots? Is carrots
gallon?
I don't know. I
more
feel
than
like
gas?
if you feed a gallon of gas to a horse, it's probably not going anywhere.
I didn't say a gallon of gas.
A gallon of carrots, and I assume
Gallon
some
of
sort
carrot
of grass.
juice. Just a gallon of carrot juice. That horse will go a long way.
And you can follow the trail of orange.
All right. So are we going to Prickly Pines? Or are we, bypassing? We're just going straight to the creeping depths? Your train can just go in the water.
Why are we going
I mean,
to the
I think
creeping
we have.
depths?
You have stuff to
Magma
pick
said
up
there
at
was like a problem
Prickly
there.
Pines. Magma said that the problem is in New Worston City.
Which is past Prickly Pines.
Oh,
Yeah.
across the street.
Okay.
Across the
Maybe we'll
street.
find out in Prickly Pines if the thing in New Worsted is worth investigating. Or maybe
Well,
they'll
according
be
to-
like, New
according
Worsted's
to
gone now. You should
Magma,
leave.
like the stuff that's happening in New Worston City is happening in like the steamworks underneath the city, so nobody knows what's going on.
So we're here to head off the problem before it really destroys
Like-
the city, basically.
All New Worston City knows is,
no, is there anything
hey,
in
there's
it
all
for
these
us?
mechanical people here, and they're fantastic. They do whatever you tell them for the most part. There's a couple of them that don't, but those ones all seem to have left or vanished, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, so because we were picking up stuff from Ack Inc. and Prickly Pines. What that is, I have no clue.
I gave you a whole list of everything you got.
I had some. I mean, I looked at it and it just says go to New Horston to pick it up.
It doesn't say New
And-
Worston at all.
No, I'm sorry, Prickly Pines. Sorry, I was reading the map while talking.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
dude.
such a.
This is why I'm the cartographer, okay? We're going to Prickly
Yeah.
Pines.
All right.
Sure. So on the way there, so we have 5 days of downtime.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sean had brought up that he had the thing from Dragon Mama.
Yes. She had given
Anything-
a cryptic instruction with it. Does John remember the cryptic instruction?
Let me see.
Because we have also gotten from the defender, there was like a bag of holding with some stuff in it.
Yes.
Jean got the sword of the defender. Juke a bouquet. There you go. Jules got a pendant, and Jolene got a scroll of something. Is there any sort of magic hoodoo we can do to figure out what these things are?
You can certainly try with the defender items.
Yes. Well, I'll try to figure out my scroll because I'm innately a little selfish.
So it
The
just
scroll
says,
from the defender or the scroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Go ahead,
this.
Jean.
it just says Jolene's mentor, Carla,
Yes.
prophetic sleep talking dragon. Jean gave the blue chromatic rose to Carla's horde. Carla gave Jean a quote unquote powerful scroll as they were leaving.
Yes.
I did not record what the
Okay.
cryptic information was.
The cryptic information, other than don't let Jolene have it, was there will come a time to open this. You will know it deep in your soul as something awakens. Until then, keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Duly noted.
And the 4-hour documancer, the letter said, the bearer of this scroll, the one from Omen, was the bearer of this scroll is entitled to draw upon the resources based herein, whereupon they shall be utilized to forestall one, parentheses, numeral 1-1, apocalyptic scenario in any number of the following: genocidal lunatics, world-devouring serpents, virulent plague beasts, cybernetic dystopian planetkin, corporate entities looking to monopolize the entirety of the planar resources, and or other apocalyptic scenarios that can be found within your employee handbook in Appendix E. Resources allocated herein include one defunct airship laden with redacted, the services of one avaricious Smith&Wall to absolve her debt to the company, temporary dispensation of wildcard license in regards to situations dealing directly with the aforementioned apocalyptic scenario. Please note this wildcard license does not extend to normal Acquisitions Incorporated business interests, and if you encroach upon another franchise's territory without it being in direct regards to this apocalyptic scenario, you will be fined severely. 23,976 gold pieces, 731 silver pieces, and 5,384 copper pieces. 1 unlimited range multiplanar sending stone connected to Vi, last name withheld. Access to the 4 2/3, 4.66, repeating of course, remaining warehouses of Acquisition Incorporated property in the world of Azalor, including the services of the newly renamed K Group, the Kennel Club. Any other resources needed may be requisitioned with the typical forms in triplicate from head office. Do not contact head office for any other reason in regards to this matter, as head office has full faith in your abilities to handle this yourselves. Good luck and Godspeed, employees. Also, you'll be all getting stock options for this one. Signed and notarized, Omnifus Hereward Drawn, CEO,
Sweet.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Can you post that in our Disc?
I will.
I don't know why I said it such in a ooh way. I apologize for that. Can you post that in our Disky, please?
In our disky oohs.
Yeah, put
Wow,
it
I
in
can't
there,
believe you read
please.
that all out loud. DM, I have some stuff I want to do on the train too, but no rush.
Well, get in line.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm in line.
Oh,
Just wanted to let you know
No,
I'm
I'm-
standing here behind your fat butt.
It's not fat. It's well toned. Thank you. I have 14 dexterity, which means I stretch.
I mean, that would be based on your strength score, I think.
Sab.
Oh fuck.
Sab. Doki has given Bucky a player advantage.
Perfect. I shall add it. Thank you. Thank you, Doki.
JoJo's
You
in
are
her
a
cunty
champion
bob.
of the party. And I will
actually kinda
soon
have that
deplete
hairstyle.
all of their resources.
No, it's my elixirs. I need them.
You're never using them.
I'm gonna make you use all of them right before the final fight.
Oh, I just be like, Jolene's dead.
What if there's a
dies.
post-final fight super boss?
Yeah.
We might need them.
Yeah, you might need them for that. Never using any of them ever.
Never used them ever.
Go ahead and give me a Arcana roll with disadvantage. And you have a hidden penalty check for the
Who's
scroll
me?
of question.
Disadvantage. I rolled a nat 20.
Shame it ain't gonna fly.
Mm-mm.
21. You need to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution?
Actually,
Really,
no, I'm
why?
sorry. It is a Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw?
Yes, my bad. You can use the same number you rolled and just add your bonus.
So it'd be a 19. 1d1. Wait.
So you got a 19 on the d20. What's your Charisma save bonus?
0. So 19.
Okay, so that's a failure.
On a 19?
Yes.
Can I use that advantage Doki just gave me and do another one?
You'd have to roll a nat 20.
You think I can't?
Go ahead. You can burn it.
Roll 1
Burn those
d20.
resources for me.
All right, well, that did not happen. Sorry, Doki. I failed you.
You, you trusted me.
Wait,
I failed
wait.
you.
Wait. Am I next to John? I get +4 to saving throws, right?
I don't know.
I would've been
Were you
giving him
next to
kisses.
Jean
Are
you-
while trying
you
to
with
win
John-
things?
John said they were doing something else.
Ah,
Yeah,
fuck.
I can't be looking at the scroll in line of sight of Jolene.
Yeah.
Secret.
You can't even know John has a scroll. I think every
Oh,
time you
fuck.
pass John, you your ear twitches a little bit. You're like,
He's got
something.
scrolls.
You're like, something's going on.
It's not
That's no-
him. I've been
Somebody's got a
wanting.
scroll.
Okay. Yeah, no. So go ahead.
Is that a scroll in your pants, John?
All right, go ahead and
Ah!
punish me like always, Daddy.
All right. So, you have failed your charisma saving throw. This is the scroll you took out of the defender. We are
The bag that Owlsby found. Yeah.
we're on the train.
Yep.
Let me see just how bad this goes.
Wait, what?
Whoops.
What have you done?
How am I? It was a scroll, and I'm trying to figure out what it does. How am I supposed to be afraid of it?
As you begin to open the scroll, it's not even sealed. It's just rolled super tightly to that point that if you unroll it and let go, it's going to immediately roll itself back up. As you unroll the first line of text on it, it is just a white hot flash of magical energy, just like raw pure magic, and it basically subsumes into you for a moment. Your Arcana check is high enough that you're able to at least get a sense, an inkling of what it's doing, kind of. You understand that in some way it is scanning or testing you. And that is what causes the charisma saving throw. And as it's doing that, I believe Jean has the sword that was found there, right?
Yes.
Correct, but he's not wielding it. But he has.
You're not
the
wielding it, but you
sword.
have it with you, correct?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
on Jean's person, or is it in Jean's bag, next to Jean's bunk?
Was it a long sword or was it just a regular sword?
I believe it was a longsword.
Okay, it would probably back with his gear.
Okay. Jean, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is it gonna? Oh, what have I done? Our sweet small
Our
handsome
little
boy.
No.
Can I put that
Well,
on a
that is
shirt?
that is a 50. So that's
A 50.
12.
Good.
A
It's
12.
+4.
John,
That's
being
with
the person who is
+4.
currently in possession of this sword, you are, I presume, not where your bunk is. You're probably in one of the other cars. You're all going. The train's making loud noise like it always does. And suddenly the whole train shakes, jolts. Every functional piece of magic, all of your gear, all of the train's functions, the train engine, any active enchantments, all active spells, every bit of abjuration, the portals in Wrath's store, basically that everything stops instantaneously. And you hear a shriek of rending metal, and the next thing you know, in the midst of the split second of you turning towards the noise of rending metal, the sword is coming straight at you.
This thing just pulled me through the train.
Yes.
Oh, God.
On a 12 dexterity, you are unable to effectively position yourself in a way you wish to. So you will take...
Is that even wearing armor
Four?
right now?
You
Are
take
you
4
screwed?
slashing damage. Rolled very low on that.
Never mind, it's a
But-
blunt-ass sword.
But it was it was not intending to hurt you either. You take this 4 slashing damage as the blade basically knocks you away from where you were at and then seats itself into your hands. I need a charisma saving throw now. Straight
What the fuck?
He's gonna come kill me.
Is this just straight charisma?
Straight charisma saving throw. Not advantage, not
or
disadvantage.
Okay, just straight charisma. Oh, that's a 29.
You, as soon as this sword is in your hands, you feel this like instantaneous snap in your brain of I have a mission I must fulfill immediately, and you feel you're able to resist this, but you still feel it strongly of it trying to basically force you to go to the next car forward where Jolene is.
Jean would resist the sudden quest, but he would still travel where the sword is trying to tell him to go to see it's clearly activated and responding to something, so he would follow where it's pointing.
Yes. And Jules is not incorrect. This sword still looks just like it did before. There is no apparent magic to this sword. This sword looks ancient. It looks like
it was all pitted and missing,
yeah.
It had been sitting in water for a long time.
It is heavily damaged, but as you're holding it, there's no give to it whatsoever. There's no shake or rattle of the handle to where it's connected to the tang or anything like that. And it is despite its damaged state, seems perfectly balanced, even though it doesn't feel like there's any magic on it. And the train has effectively stopped, so it has just it skids a little ways as it digs a furrow into the ground. And you get into the next compartment where Jolene is. Jolene, you basically got flashbanged. So
You're
It's so
blinded.
bright.
you can't really your vision is when you step into a room and it's dark and then somebody turns on super bright incandescent lights and you are staring right where the bulbs were. Every time you blink, you just see the after images of it.
Yeah.
You cannot really see very well. You're not fully blinded, but practically are. Jean, as you enter in there, Jolene has this scroll in her hands. Jolene, did you let it reflexively close, or are you still holding it open that little bit where it's just burning out magic light?
Well, so if I'm understanding the order of events, I start to let this thing unroll.
Yeah.
There's a bright light, and then
Flashbang.
it seems like all of the
Everything.
magic around us has stopped.
Yes.
Are the lights and stuff out as well, or
Everything magical.
And
You no longer
She
feel the
would-
enchantments from any of your gear either.
and I think she's smart enough to be like, oh, I think these things are connected,
Yes,
and
definitely.
would have just like probably like dropped the scroll back into its like. Well, no, this scroll wasn't in a case, I don't think.
Correct. It was not.
But yeah, she'll
It was
just
in
like
that bag.
yeah, so she'll not drop it because she has more respect for magic than that. But we'll like quickly try to roll it back up in her hands.
Jean just stumbles in, holding the sword forward, just slams the door open. What was that?
Who is
The
there?
sword, as soon as you get like line of sight to Jolene, I need a strength saving throw.
Ugh.
Kill me.
Now, because you resisted before, you have advantage on this because
God.
you know the sword has this ability to do stuff on its own to some extent. So I assume Jean would have been like wary of this. So I will give you
17?
advantage on it.
And I was with
On
advantage.
a 17 with advantage,
The other
You
roll was
are-
lower.
you feel
Guidance?
it like pull you several steps forward before you're
He's got
able
both hands
to
on the
like
hilt, like dragging him across the carpet.
before you're able to dig in, and even then you're still being like pulled forward, and you hear some sort of language in your head that you've never heard before that sounds completely different than any language you've ever heard anywhere on Azalor before, but at the same time sort of resonates in a way that you start to understand for a brief moment. And it's just as Jolene finishes getting the scroll all the way back in that bag, the sword is dead metal in your hand.
Oh, John's just looking down the sword, looking back up Jolene, looks down at the sword.
She just
What-
squints. Is like, what is going on? What are
Is
you?
that when the rest of us
sticks
show up?
her head out of her room and is like, what the fuck? Is there a sword going? Why is there a fucking hole in my wall?
Krutak's gonna be pissed.
Jules comes running in and she's basically like wearing a t-shirt. Like, what happened?
Guys, Jolene like looks around. It's still squinting. It's like, I think I've been blinded.
By the light.
I was revved up like a deuce in the middle of the night.
Another runner in the night.
Yeah.
Oh,
You hear a faint voice from near the engine car that just says, "Goblin down."
no. Oh.
And then
John puts the sword
she'll like
away.
blink and look around and stuff and be like, holy shit. Those items we got from the Defender that Owlsby found, remember?
Yeah.
She still squinting, points to Jean and be like, that sword, actually. What are
Looks
you
like a
doing
rusty
with?
piece of shit.
Why do you?
It freaking flew through the walls of the train, I'm guessing from my room, to land in my hand, and it tried to make me come in here, but I followed it anyway because I don't know what was going on, and all the magic in the train shut off. What's happening?
I will say, like, Jules and Juke, because you came from where the holes in the train were made, like, it's perfect, like, cartoon, like, sword stencil, like, holes.
Oh, so it didn't even go blade first. It went
No,
whole
it
fucking
didn't.
sword.
Yeah.
Went profile.
It's
So
like
Roger
it's like
Rabbit,
the Wile E.
Roger
Coyote
Rabbit, yeah.
hole
Yeah.
of, like, punching through the walls.
Oh boy. I think these items, the sword and the other things, maybe we don't mess with them.
The things we said we wouldn't investigate except at Defender Lake. I'll be right back. The doorbell just rang.
I don't
Yeah,
know, that
while
was
she's
8
away, I'm
months
pulling
ago.
out the pendant.
No,
The one you got at Defender's Lake?
Oh yeah,
Thanks, Rice.
I'm gonna pop it out.
Okay.
well,
as you take it out, the
Wow. I thought this was enough chaos, but Jules just showed me the fuck up. Hell yeah,
I need
Jules.
you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Saving throw?
Wait,
I
no,
assumed I did-
hold on. How do you take it out?
I like
Is the
pull
pendant facing you, or are you holding it facing somebody in the train?
I'm just kind of like grabbing it at random from my bag. You can roll for which way it's facing.
I'm gonna say if you're just grabbing it, you would naturally grab it by the pendant. So odds are
I'm like
it's
buying it,
facing
grabbing
you.
it by the string.
Yeah, you make the charisma saving throw.
Okay. Am I near Jean?
Yes, we'd all be close enough that you'd get the +4.
Okay.
That's
plus-
bullshit. I'm gonna give disadvantage somehow because I'm mad.
18 boss.
Is that are you content with an 18?
A 19 didn't save me.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that again. Hang on.
Well, you rolled a 5.
29.
There you go. Yeah,
Okay,
everyone
are
did
you-
good, but Joe.
Are you happy with a
Player
29?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit
Oh
with that.
God.
Okay,
I'll let it rock.
let's go ahead and remove that player
Listen,
advantage first.
Right.
If Jean dies, Jean dies. It's okay.
Wait, what?
I've got another character rolled and ready to go. So
So you feel you're not. Give me at the same time as this is happening. I need you to give me either a Arcana check, or you can give me an Insight check.
Oh, that's gonna
Your
be
choice.
insight for sure. My Arcana is trash. 22.
You I have to whisper this to you.
Uh-oh.
Secret.
Joel's fingers slowly begin to melt.
It's okay, I'll go find
well.
Severa. She'll find a new one for me.
Didn't she get obliterated into a dream world?
I mean... Probably.
I don't remember. Wow, I thought this was gonna be a 5-minute thing to where it was like, hey, no, you didn't really figure anything out. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's continue. But oops.
You're from Defender Lake. You think anything simple came from there?
That's where Jolene is from.
The pendant,
Self-burn.
the chain of the pendant on its own sort of like is wrapped around the back of your hand. As you're holding it, it pulses. You feel immense heat coming off it, like something that's just barely not hot enough to burn you. And Jean, you feel the sword in your hand sort of like tilt back up a moment. This time I don't think you're prepared for it.
When you
So-
said that, I immediately just thought of a sink where the water was just a touch too effing hot to wash your hands in.
basically. So like the sword like suddenly pulls up into like a ready stance, like you're about to strike, and then there's a like hesitation.
Uh-oh. Sean, I thought we were
And-
Didn't do that. That was the sword.
And the Jules, this pendant, this necklace, that the necklace portion was far too small to have like been a type that you could like slip over your head and put it around your neck that way. And no visible clasp anywhere on it. As you're holding it with that save, two of the links suddenly separate and form into clasp links.
Yeah, that's
Oh, cool.
that just seems like something that, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this
sword-
on, immediately strangles you.
The sword goes dead in your hand again, John.
You know how there's like that whole thing with like jewelry where they like welded it on your hand so that it doesn't come off?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like one of those, but I guess a clasp is cool too. Is it
It
chill
seems
after
to
that,
be
though?
what it's and then it cools down. But what it seems to be, and the pendant, and it looked like it was before, it looked again like an ancient like thing that'd been rusted over, tarnished, corroded, damaged. As you're looking at it, as soon as it unclasps where there was no clasp before, it is now in perfect, brand new condition.
Ooh.
And there's a gemstone in the center of this that has a multicolored luster that goes between several different colors. All of these, like, pale but gorgeous
Ooh.
gemstone. Like, if you, as the light catches it, like, it sends those, like, flickery light shadows. I don't know if you ever, like, shone a flashlight through a gemstone, but they don't actually make shadows. They make, like, light patterns. Like, even the tiniest glints of light coming off this are doing that, but in different spots, it's different colors, even though the pendant is a single color at any one given time.
Fancy.
And it seems to be waiting for you to do something, to make a choice.
Throw it out.
I mean, nothing bad happened to me. I didn't get flashbanged.
Into
Is it just
the
like me
ocean.
better?
Into the ocean.
As you're saying, nothing bad happened to me, you hear, "That's it. I'm going toward the light." From way up.
I'm gonna go check on. I'm gonna go check on crew talk.
Nothing bad happened to me.
You over here like Q37. "You appear to be uninjured. Why are you so dramatic?" But back to you. What is your choice, Jules?
Oh, I was just gonna be like, I mean, it seemed fine to me. I don't know, what should I do? Jolene, this is from your house.
I don't know. Well, I guess you passed its test, I guess? Nothing... It only tried to make the sword stab you or something, a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks brand new now. It was kind of crappy earlier. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh yeah, don't talk if it's a living item. I mean, I could like cast Identify or something on it, but it may also try to kill me.
It might try to kill you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. My batting average is not really good with a lot of stuff right now.
It's not the greatest.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Do you want to try casting Identify on it?
You know, maybe don't.
Wait.
I seem to be having good luck.
I'm going to hold a finger in the air, and I'm gonna prestidigitate my hair so it poofs up real quick.
Okay.
Does it do that?
Oh, you're trying to make sure magic
You're
still
trying.
works?
You're trying to cast magic right now.
I'm trying to see if magic still works.
When you cast prestidigitation, it works, and you like after that is a good point. After the pendant unclasped, all of the like magical lights in the train like flickered back on.
You see the t-shirt disappear and it's replaced by her normal outfit.
Have you been pooing it, or you been Winnie the Poohing the whole time? Your shirt, no pants?
No.
I mean, respect.
It's called Donald
wearing
Ducking.
clothes.
Oh, Donald Ducking, yeah.
Yeah.
Jules, I don't know. You're a grown-ass woman. I can try to identify it, but they may kick me out.
Yeah, you know.
An ass woman.
I'm just gonna put it on.
She
Let's
likes
see what
thighs.
happens. If I die, remember me well and don't forget to pay off my debt.
I can.
We're not gonna
revivify
pay off your
you.
fucking
It's
debt.
fine.
Okay, so is anyone casting anything other than that
God.
prestidigitation?
Nah, I'm gonna take it on faith and put it on.
Hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to strum some magic, just to be safe on the safe side.
Okay, what magic are you strumming?
Hold on. I'm trying to not counter charm. It might be bardic inspiration, but I think there was something else that I had. Hold on.
You could give Jules bardic inspiration if you want.
I'll give Jules like a hearty. You got this, Captain.
I'm
Oh,
not
it's
the captain.
it's
Please don't call me that.
bolstering performance is what it's called.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says after a short or long rest, give a performance when you do up to 6 allies, which can include yourself, within 30 feet of yourself gain temporary HP equal to your character level plus the modifier of the ability you increased with this feat.
Okay. So that would be your charisma modifier plus your level.
So 14?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That's temporary HP, I believe.
Yeah.
So, Jules, you get 14 temporary HP, as do the rest of you.
Okay, great. Nothing explodes when that happens?
That's cast on you.
Okay.
Nothing
Great.
happens.
Great. Alright. Well, remember me
You wanna put
fondly.
it on?
And she'll put it on you.
Okay. You put it on. As you do, it
Wait,
clicks.
Jules put it
The
on
clasp.
herself?
Yes. The clasp vanishes. It is now a single unbroken chain. The pendant glows for a moment. And Jules, what? I'm gonna actually message you this.
What do you cherish most in the world?
You have now forgotten this.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be. But I tell you, Jolene's more of a. I don't mind forgetting tonight. Honestly, this was kind of a.
And I do need as truthful an answer to both of those as possible.
Why are you snickering as you said this, Sap?
How can you tell I'm grinning ear to ear as I say
Because
that?
I know you so well.
We can hear it in your
nose,
voice.
And your nose will breathe out air into your mic. So when you're going, it comes up in the mic.
I'll have to.
She got you. She
I lean
got
away
you.
from the mic to breathe. I will
Everyone hydrate. Courtesy of Doki. Thank you, Doki.
Time for the pull. Number 5 is the one for me. Come on, Baki, you need this.
I believe.
I had a terrible day at work and
You
everything.
gotta
and
want it.
I've never wanted anything more. Well, a couple things. I guess number 5 isn't the time.
Sab, Doki has given Juke a player advantage for calling you out.
Get called
Nice.
out.
I'll add that in just a moment. The second part of it, if you need time to think about it, that's fine.
Nope, I found the right word for
Okay.
it.
It fuses to Jules and she starts turning into a bug. You're 2 for 2.
Damn it.
First it was Severa, now it's Jules. Ah.
I'm sure everything's fine. Zap isn't typing that much.
Sab is typing a lot.
No, let me lie to myself.
Nice landing, Azure Dragon.
Yep, everyone's coming up aces today. Every single one of us.
Juke just got a random bouquet. She just stuck it in her bag and was just like, yeah, okay. She hasn't taken that thing out at all. Probably forgot it's in there, honestly.
Yeah.
Our beloved
I'd
Zan is
actually-
typing up a storm. Good lord.
Yeah, no. I had this stuff listed in downtime, but we just didn't do it. Like when we took our break.
Yep.
So, the only part that the rest of the party is aware of is as the class vanishes and it becomes one unbroken chain and it is on you, there is a slight glimmer. The stone shifts.
Ow.
What does the stone shift to, Jules?
Is this unconscious or conscious?
This would be unconsciously. If you can't think of anything, I will give you what it becomes until Jules makes a choice. So as you look to it, and it is still in this pendant form, this gemstone that was giving off all these multiple colors, it seems to shift color after color after color, and then settles, and it is a solid gemstone, but it suddenly becomes a roiling, dark, deep, green, white-capped, oceanic color. And you even can see like motion within the gemstone, making it look like it contains an entire ocean inside of it.
Cool.
Ooh,
Jules?
you could attach that to your lace on your neck.
I'm gonna
Oh,
snap
yeah.
at Jules in the like right in front of her face. Like, are you okay?
What? I think so.
Did something happen? Do you feel okay? I'm gonna like open her eyes with my fingers. Where it's like all the way.
Are you a doctor?
I've played one before. Yeah. Can I
like
can I Arcana her to see if there's like any bad juju magic on her now?
Sure.
Aren't you still slightly blinded?
Are you, as you're doing your Arcana check, you're doing it specifically on Jules? You're not. Are you interacting in any way with the necklace?
The necklace as independent thing?
Yeah.
No. I want to see if it's got something on Jules.
Jules seems a little sleepy,
I mean, you did wake me up.
First of all,
but
I
you don't
didn't.
sense any magical influence on her whatsoever.
Okay. You don't have any sort of bad magic on you, so you don't feel anything changed. I mean, it changed colors.
I mean,
It's like
I
a
think-
stormy sea. Is that like your person? Is it a mood ring?
It's just one of those stones that now that
That
it's settled
changes the
on her
temperature.
skin, it changed colors.
Like, do you feel like a tempest right now, or?
I feel pretty confused. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so-
hang on. I'm gonna try some meditative breathing.
Okay.
Okay, count to 10 for me.
1, 2.
A little faster.
That was a long one.
Sorry, Goliath seconds are way bigger, because we're large.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
You
man.
experience the passage of
Jolene,
time differently.
You do know how to count, right?
So
Is this in
large.
character? She says that.
No, of course
I will.
not.
I'm about to say, she will slap Juke. Jolene's having a bad couple of days. I'm the only one with fucking any sort of intelligence.
Wow.
I'm just calling it how it is.
As
You say
Jules,
this to the person who
as Jolene does the counting and Jules is like breathing, you see that this like tempestuous ocean inside of the stone becomes calmer. The white caps vanish from it. There's still this gentle motion, but it's now light blue, and you could swear that there is sunlight glinting off of the surface of the water in the stone. Not that there's actually water in the stone,
wait.
but just the way
Looks
it
it,
looks.
Hold. Well,
It
that.
is a mood ring.
Well, hold on.
It
Do a
is.
bold-faced lie right now, Jules.
I don't. What's a good lie?
I'm gonna kiss her on the
Jean,
cheek
you're
and see
ugly
if
and
it
very
changes.
tall for your age.
Wow, it's fucked up.
No one's ever called me tall before.
If it's a emotional state type thing, did the necklace pendant change at all from just breaking the concentration and going into, hey, make up a lie? Does it do anything?
It's bright red now, and like sort of pulsing.
Try not to make
Okay,
any
the red's
deception.
good. You
made
Try
him
not to
mad.
be
You made him
any
mad.
deception. Try not to be decepting with that necklace on, because it's gonna give it away. That or hide
Yeah, I'm
it.
just
They don't-
fucking with all of you. I can control it.
Oh.
Yes.
What? Hey, okay, listen here. With these crazy magical artifacts, let's stop with the bullshitting people. We are fighting
Fun.
some
like-
unholy robot.
like that
This is not fun.
Jolene, you started the bullshitting people with magic in this
Yep.
campaign from the start.
Giving
You're
you
not
a
there,
taste of your
DM.
own
Okay,
medicine.
you're not there. You're
the
a voice in the
control.
sky.
You're not there. Literally the DM.
Hey,
There are
if
like
anything,
18 different NPCs on this train alone.
hey, Jolene has learned to not fuck with things so hard as I once did. I'm more respectful of familiars.
But you're
See?
not respectful
She's
of your
learned.
girlfriend.
She was.
Ooh.
You don't know the story, all
Has she
right?
been hanging out with Wrath right
Yes.
there? Like, you just start screaming at Jolene.
What? Jolene is getting off the train. I'm gonna go to a different cart. You're like, you know what? If you're not gonna take this seriously, I do not want to be with this right now. And as I go to leave, I can't open the door. She's like,
Yeah.
So Jules just looks over to Jean. Juke looks over to Jean and
when all the
Jules
magic
was like,
power went out,
"She's not
all the
okay."
door, like when all the magic power went out, like the exterior doors, not the ones between cars, but the outer doors, they're like safety lock shut.
so I can't even leave. I'm just like, she's like,
Yeah, you're
shakes
like,
it and
"Ugh."
runs a hand through her hair, kind of flips her hand afterwards, and just like,
Hey,
Guys?
Jean, can you tell your magic sword to return the magic to,
What
the
magic
train?
sword are you talking about?
The sword that made a big fucking hole in my wall? A sword-shaped hole in the wall?
I mean, I think, yeah, the sword went through the wall, but I don't think the sword deactivated all the magic nearby. And he's gonna like hold up the sword, like kind of looking at the hilt, but he's holding it by like the blade, like, are you magical? Did you do this?
Or maybe the scroll? Can someone
sword-
ask it nicely?
The sword,
to-
unsurprisingly, does not respond. It's just a chunk of metal again.
Hold on. Am I remembering correctly that someone has a talking weapon?
I have Wilburfin. I don't know.
You
if
have
that's
Wilburfin, but that doesn't talk. No, something. There's the shield, and it was trying to hit on the shield. Am I confusing the Sunday
I think you're
campaign
confusing
or something?
things. Yeah. You're
It
mixing
had
up.
the voice of Beetlejuice. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
okay,
mixing
so
up,
that's-
You're thinking of the trident.
Okay,
yeah, that was the
thank
that was the pirate
God,
thing.
because I was like,
Yeah,
please
that's
don't
another
give
game,
us another fucking.
I can't do
Don't
my
give
mic.
us. Don't
I
give
can't
us
do my
that.
poor imitation of Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice on Twitch. I won't
It'll get
inflict that on
copyrighted.
everybody. Mostly
Yeah, so it'll get-
myself.
yeah, it'll get content ID because it's a perfect one.
Michael Keaton comes on. I'm suing you for impersonation.
Anyways, guys,
I didn't know you watched Twitch.
yeah, especially us.
So how do we get the train started again?
It is started, or all the magic came back.
The lights.
Yeah,
started.
like the lights came back on. The train engine hasn't started. You still hear like the dim bemoaning woes of Krutok saying that this is it. This is the big one. It's all over. He should have been a better train dad. He should have taught you all the things you needed to know before it was too late. This has been going on for several minutes now.
Q37 is just like
None
And
of
how does
this
that
is
make-
true. Why are you going on about this? You know that
you
this
are
is
your own
folly.
greatest obstacle.
Do we have an intercom to go to the front?
Yeah, we got that button on the
Yeah.
side.
I'll push it and be like, Krutok, is it's okay, buddy. Is the train back up? You can try starting
you
it.
hear like a scuffling.
These poor
Everything's
cats.
great. Sorry about that. Yeah, I must have hit a lever or something. I don't know how got it. I've got everything under control. We don't need any help up here, especially don't send Jules. Bye. And then the intercom cuts off.
Jules, I think he was calling for you. She points to the front. Like, no.
Yeah, I think he was. What's going on?
No.
And the train lifts enough to start going again.
Okay, guys, we need to talk, okay? And it's not the fact that I just keep shitting the bed continuously.
When did that happen?
Not physically, actually, shit.
No, I meant metaphorically. When did that happen, Jolene? Come on.
You know what? I can't put an exact thing on it. I feel like I've been, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like things aren't working out. I just had a couple of bad days in a row, you know?
We all have bad days. It's okay.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean, my failures as our leader aside, you know.
Wait.
What?
No.
Yeah, what was it?
Nothing.
You probably should talk to Wrath at some point, but I'm going back to my room and getting in my jammies because it's late.
No, I need to listen to me, guys. We need to communicate better.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
The
I am
person
one
who opened up the scroll with no.
The door opens. Chunk. The door closes. Q37 sits down. Proceed.
Oh God.
Group therapy.
Jolene eyes her staff like in the corner, knowing she could teleport and leave right this minute. Get out of here. Never say anything. No one will know where I am.
Jolene, you shouldn't run away from your problems.
Have you attempted to cast any? Oh yeah, you tried to cast prestidigitation.
Magic works.
I was about to say, because that would be hilarious if the only person's magic who doesn't work right now is your own. But no, you apparently did prestidigitate, so you're good.
Prestidigitation worked fine.
Yeah. But anyways, I've been meaning to say this, and I got carried away with the scroll thing because I mean, what does it do? I had no, and apparently that was a bad idea, and I fucked it tonight, and I apologize for that. And well,
it's fine. No one got hurt.
And if something is that, what was her name? Ariella, that halfling woman.
Ariella.
She is just trouncing us at every fucking. We are being played as a fiddle every time we come across this group. We need to, I don't know, have, tactics or something in battles. Do you see how well they work together? They know, she knows everyone's strengths and weaknesses that can string them together because she assessed the situation and figured something out. Yeah, I feel like most of the time we just run in.
But do you also notice that they don't really defend each other? Yeah, they have plans and they have tactics, but they're not friends. They don't act like, apart from Zinnia and the crazy goblin guy.
The ones paired off.
That's friends with everybody.
Yeah, they're just not friends with him.
I kind of get the feeling that they just look coordinated because they're all just doing what she tells them to do.
Well, see,
there's that. They're coworkers, but they're not, they're not a family.
It's very micromanaging.
Yeah, well, and I can see to where our dynamic is different than theirs, because, I believe that we each have, invested stake in fostering our relationships on and off the clock, while they just may be more opportunistic people that are banded together for money or power or killing a certain somebody.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with that, but why can't we have it both ways? Why can't we be more effective in a battle and also be friends afterwards?
But remember, we're also on a mission to save the world. They're on whatever vendetta Ariella has, but
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Is that
they could be putting their talents to much better use.
well, yeah, I know they could, but I think as of right now, their talents outweigh ours. Does that check for you guys? I mean, we just get routinely
disagree.
trounced. Do you think Thad couldn't 1v4 us? They nearly killed Crew Talk 4.5 months ago.
Jolene, if all three of us decided to go against you, you'd be taken down in a moment because of what your profession is. He can take us all on because he's strong as fuck.
Yeah, and well, that's what I'm saying. He could. We were afraid. I was afraid of engaging in battle with these people when we first met.
That's a normal reaction.
Yes. What I'm saying is
she's not okay with being
I don't want to keep losing to them. I want to get ahead of them in some way.
Why are you so occupied and fixated with them? Did they do something to you?
Jolene like paces around, like scuffs her foot against some dirt and is like, I don't know. I felt stupid that they played us.
They know the ins and out of Acquisitions Incorporated because they used to be members.
Ariella don't care how. I don't care how they have their knowledge or whatever. I'm never going to be a tactician like her.
We're still learning the ropes.
Yes, but
you should not judge yourself against the standards of others, Jolene.
Thank you.
You should come up with your own standards. And besides, I believe what your comrades are trying to say is, do you understand the cost of everything that this rival of yours has given up to have what you deem to be tactical proficiency?
I'm not willing to give anything up. I just think we should be more keen of our allies' abilities and strengths and weaknesses in combat. Right?
Well, then in that case, what is it I can do that you don't know?
What spells can you cast?
You've seen them all. Half of them are for opening doors.
I don't know. What all can I do? 100 things, you know? What spells can Juke cast in a day?
Oh, that one is a mystery. Yeah, you're right.
Jean can apparently smite people and use lay on hands. That's not something a cleric can do. Well, in a way, I guess they can, but
I've been meaning. I mean.
But do you see? There's we don't need to have a layer of mystery between us and our abilities if we are going to fight this crazy robot monster thing. She looks to K-37 and is like, no offense, of course.
Okay,
I am
but
incapable
don't
of taking
hold us to
offense.
the standards of a less
I'm
awesome
not,
group, I guess.
No. I'm not holding to their standards. I think that we can be better than them, but we haven't started the steps of what it takes to be a force on the battlefield. Does that make sense?
While this group session is fantastic, I have a mandatory lunch break. Excuse me.
All right,
Q37 walks back out.
Yeah, good for you,
Q37.
I'm glad you're taking your 30.
But I'm not asking for a lot, but I
if
would
you
like to know.
Then we have to hire a tactician. My role in AC Inc. is oh my god, I've forgotten what the hell my job is with the whisper jar brain. Come on.
Loremonger?
You can be more than your job. Like, I do a lot more than making maps. I don't think I've actually made any maps.
Like, I'm an entertainer.
You've teleported us a few places.
Yeah, that's not really map.
I'm not saying that you guys have to come up with strategies or whatever. I would like to know where people's abilities lie. Like, I'm not very strong physically. You know, there we go. Jean is very strong physically, right? How am I supposed to know?
How am I
Are
supposed
you-
to know? Bench press me, John.
Yeah, over and over and over.
A lore monger. That's what it was.
But do you see what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot. I'm not asking to look at your character sheets, quote unquote. But what's written on them is what I think we should all know, so that way in a situation, it's more of a group, less of an individual decision. I mean, if this is something that the rest of the group doesn't feel is necessary, maybe I came at it in a wrong way of saying, I think Ariella and those guys are better than us. Which,
Yeah,
honestly,
you came at it from like an inferiority complex kind of way, which seemed really out of character, so we were kind of worried.
if that's really out of character, I've been masking very, very well.
No, it's just not like you to say that in the open that much,
Well-
you know? It's usually a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, I'm just at the end of the rope here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This just seems, serious. We're fighting some giant horror robot thing. I didn't really think this would... I should have not phrased it as such, and I apologize for that. I opened a magic scroll and shut down the train and gave Krutok's third eye injury, and Jean almost killed us with a sword.
It didn't do that. The sword flew on its own.
Yeah, the sword just made a hole
Well,
in the wall.
I'm sorry. It made him come in here with the sword, so I assume it's because I wasn't worthy enough. But he was able to wield it, which means I think he's worthy. And then Jules passed her check on the amulet, so maybe she was worthy. So maybe I'm just not worthy of whatever this scroll can offer, which sucks. But that's just the way the world works. I'll get over that. I'm still fighting the loss of my wizard duel winnings. I just got this cool hat. I'll get over that stuff. But
It doesn't seem like you're getting over it, given the
it's
rant
it's
you
been
just
one
had
day.
at us.
This is the next day. It's been literally yesterday that this happened. And I'm sorry if it takes me a little while to get over these things, but I mean, I want us to be stronger and more cohesive as a unit. Like I said, if this is something you guys don't think, like team building or learning abilities of each other and stuff, and kind of like what we can do, if you guys don't think that's necessary, then fine.
Your Acquisitions Inc. handbooks all simultaneously go off
Yeah, I was about to say.
because of a word
Just
that
magic
Jolene
word.
said.
Oh God! And Juke
And they go-
immediately knows you mentioned team building. Oh my God!
And he goes, "Hello there. This is the voice of Omen Drawn." And you hear this like echo
Yeah,
repeatedly from all of your voice. This is the voice of Omen. This is the voice of Omen Drawn.
No.
It sounds like you need some team building exercises. Excellent choice. Now we've immediately gone ahead and taken away some of your paid time off and exchanged it for mandatory team building
Damn it.
exercises. Don't worry, we'll have them to you in a jiffy. Thank you once again for using the automated request system from the Acquisitions Incorporated handbook.
What the fuck is this?
This
like
is something that
trust
is
falls?
included within our contract with Acquisitions Incorporated. It is part of the handbook.
I know I
This
should
is
have read that
something.
thing.
This is well, she's the lore master, and she already knew about this because she has encyclopedic knowledge of all the stuff because of her wizard jar or her whisper jar. And the moment you said the word team building, now we have mandatory
God, it's gonna
team
happen again? You
building.
said it.
And
You
so
said it
no,
twice.
it's we're already signed up. That's
It's on
literally what
cooldown.
it was. It's already on the way. So I don't think we're making it to Prickly Pines until after the mandatory team building.
You hear Krushak go, "Hey, what the hell? Who's controlling the train?" And the train takes a veer
We're
course.
not going to
Oh,
Prickly
no.
Pines, guys.
Guys, I think I quit. Jolene
Oh,
takes her.
shit.
She grabs her staff. It's like,
you might want to look at your information about your contract and quitting before you legitimately do it.
oh boy,
Yeah.
I gotta roll for it, but you can't see it.
Time for mandatory team building. There's literally an entire section of it in the Acquisitions
Yes.
Incorporated source book for
Horrifying
D&D. So enjoy reading that for next
So
week.
like the train starts to veer off course, and then it like pulls back at a more direct path towards Prickly Pines, straight like. So the normal path goes around like a small plateau and things. It's heading straight for the plateau.
It's no longer following the railroad. It's just
the rails.
yeah.
We are crazy train off the rails now.
We've gone on track. We've gone off track.
I
Mm-hmm.
can no longer care about anything.
Okay.
And she's just gonna walk out of the. Are the doors unlocked now?
The train is going at maximum speed right now. You're going to be at Prickly Pines in less than a day.
Oh dear.
There is so much air pressure, you cannot open the doors anymore. Even though they are unlocked.
Does it deploy like spoilers to keep the train from taking off into the air?
No, the train is steadily rising.
Oh no. Listen, Jolene.
Trustful.
Here, why don't you come to my room? I have my stuff written down. You can come take a look and we can talk. Cause you seem a little. You're taking a lot of stuff very personally right now, and I don't think it's healthy.
Yeah, no, it's not, isn't it?
You've done this since I've met you, you know.
It just. Why do I even try to do anything? Apparently, right?
Well, I think it would maybe help if you came at these things not from a place of breaking and frustration, but maybe like a couple steps earlier on that path. I know that's hard because you're Jolene and you're trying to be strong and like put up like a brave face for all of us. But like it's okay to ask for help or adjustments to what we do before you start freaking out. That's also fine.
She just kind of nods, like, "Yeah, I get it, Jules. I really appreciate that."
And for what it's worth, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a great idea. If someone else were to bring it up. Anyways, let's just do whatever the fuck this stupid training thing is, and
It's not training. It's team building. You're going to get to know everyone really freaking well. Well, everyone else. You already know me.
And Juke, your smart mouth is really like pissing me off, so a little bit of gentleness goes a long way right now, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just gonna cover myself in a blanket in the corner since I can't leave this room with the rest of you.
You can go to the other train cars. You can't leave the train. Like you can't exit outside of the train.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Okay. I'm just gonna go to a different car.
Okay. The little like handbooks are still like going on and on, though it's much quieter now. About there will be fabulous prizes to be won, such as Acquisitions Incorporated branded stickers, Acquisitions Incorporated brochures, Acquisitions Incorporated branded lapel pins. And it's like, also, there will be pizza. At least one pizza for every 3 people.
Ooh. Pizza's exciting.
Well, I thought it was one slice each.
At least one pizza for every 3 people.
Okay. Hey, Juke?
Yeah?
Can I grab your for just a second?
Uh-huh.
It may be Sean, but I'm not so sure if this applies to Sean. You've known her longer. Is this normal?
No.
She okay?
No.
Okay.
She hasn't been okay since Defender Lake.
Okay. What?
Because apparently I'm pretty sure it had a big part to do with the near-death experience. Well, she did die, but she got better. But I think she's taking it pretty badly, given that she has been the only one to drop numerous times. And so I think she's taking it a little harder than she really should be.
I see.
Yeah.
Does she feel like we might be letting her down a little bit?
Uncertain.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of, she's feeling a little bit, maybe,
She thinks we're not taking
isolated.
things seriously.
Well, are you?
Yes, but you can't expect to fight a giant world-ending creature in 2 days. It's a thing that takes over time, and we train and we continue to do what we're supposed to because you can't let fear take over.
I think that you're right, but you shouldn't tell someone who's freaking out that they're, that they're just being irrational and to stop being hysterical about it, right?
I'm not.
I'm pretty
not.
sure that's how she's taking it.
Yes, it is. But she also needs time to herself as well, because she knows that this is not herself, essentially. We can't tell her what to do. It's something she has to figure out on her own. It's like, we can't make her talk to Wrath. We can encourage her to talk to Wrath. I don't know why she would think she can't be in a relationship with her just because she suddenly has a big task. Especially when Wrath wants to be there too.
Why are you bringing up Wrath?
Oh, I've been talking to Wrath. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Jolene hasn't told me anything. When she said that there was a fight, that was the first time I was learning it. So I wanted to learn both sides of the story.
Why?
Because I wanted to know.
But it's her relationship, right?
It is, but she's on our train.
Is it really any of your business?
No, but when Wrath came and brought it up to me, it's kind of a thing that, hey, maybe I should take a listen, because she...
Oh, well, if she told you, then, that's fine. I thought you went digging in.
No.
Excuse me, but you do seem like the kind of person who would do that.
Oh, aha. No, not normally. Blech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope these icebreakers are fun. Right?
Fun. Yeah. This should be interesting.
Have you done this before?
No, I just read up on it.
Oh. Jean, have you done the team building before?
Did you guys go to a different room to talk, or were you still in the same room with John?
I'm not sure. I'm just shouting because, like, even if you're close by, you're down near the floor. So.
What?
Are you calling Jean short?
You called him tall like 10 minutes ago. What's going on here? The
She
whiplash.
asked me to lie.
Aren't you just like an inch taller than Jean?
Oh, it was
That
that was
make
the
the
lie.
joke funnier.
Jean looks up because he was just staring at the sword. She's like, wait, what?
Well,
Oh, there you are. Jean,
Jolene,
have you done the
Jolene
team building thing?
Jolene wanted the team building. The thing is, she's not going to like when she finds that it comes out of our pay.
There's a
It
huge
comes
groan
out
in
of
the
our
other
pay?
cabin as she's looking
Oh.
up the rules.
Yeah,
Ah!
how do you think the pizza party is paid for?
Did anyone just hear the announcement from Crew Talk about there's a clown train ahead of us?
that was a joke.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure
honestly
that
could not remember.
Full speed ahead, Crew Talk.
Ramming
There were
speed.
10,000 casualties on the one car clown train.
So, Jean, you've
Oh.
never done the team building yet before?
What is team building?
Answer to that question.
Okay.
I mean, aren't we already a team? Haven't we like laid the foundation for teamwork and everything?
Yeah. But it's like exercises, to be like a better group. We used to do it on the ship.
I think there's a little more to this than trust falls.
Oh no, that's not what we did.
Like sparring or like
Kinda,
like,
yeah.
like talking and meditating and practicing spells together.
No. I mean, maybe your team building like that. Not my team building wasn't.
Please
That
don't,
one involved a lot more drinking and shooting things off people's heads.
please don't ask my character what are some of the team building activities that we should be expecting because I have not read the book recently. Please do not ask because I legitimately do not fucking know, and I would rather go into this blindly.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
I don't know what it's like.
All right. So we're all in the dark here, huh?
Yes.
Well, that'll be fun.
I believe it's gonna involve more near-death experiences.
As long as they're just near.
Why?
They say that exposure therapy works really well for getting rid of your fears. Maybe if she has enough of them, she won't worry so much.
I think if she has any more, she's going to have a full-out breakdown.
Hmm?
And there will be no more Jolene.
Well, maybe we should keep an eye on her then.
Yes. She needs rest. And she doesn't think she needs rest.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ponder this for a while. I really thought Jean would need the most emotional pep talking in here. I didn't think he'd be JoJo.
Right?
But after getting to know her better, this totally makes sense.
Not sure if
She'll bounce
insulted.
back.
Hmm.
I think it's just going to take her some extra time, really.
I think we should try to encourage said bouncing as much as we can.
Oh, for sure.
You can't always depend on her to do all the work yourself,
Yeah. It's becoming stressful. My hair is out of whack.
I mean, Jolene does bounce a lot, so I mean, she'll bounce back, right?
We mean metaphorically, not physically, Jean. Sweetie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised she hasn't thrown out her back.
Doing what?
Wait. Juke did not immediately realize you were talking about her boobs, and then she processed it for a moment, and then she just crosses her arms and just nods.
Yes, this is factual.
She's not okay.
No.
And
Was she talking
I
about quitting?
don't know what's gonna bounce her back either, because she is so stuck in her own head right now that she is not letting anyone near her, and she's pushing everyone away. She wants to be close to everyone, but she's pushing everyone away right now. Myself included, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ponder a bit and see if I can't come up with some ideas, but I'm not sure just yet. Seems that she's in a rather fragile state of mind. And you have to be careful with the words. Because, as you could see, that conversation didn't go all that great. Yeah. She's like looking off at the distance. Like she's obviously trying to think of ideas.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. I mean, you're already asking.
How did-
Go have at it.
How did you manage all these like stressful situations before I got here?
Well, nothing had really gotten insane before you got here. Because you got here right after we got back from the Feywild. And that's our
You
first...
keep telling me about that, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first real holy shit, there's shit going down type thing. So I think she's still processing that. I mean, we're all processing it, but at this point, I just go with the flow.
I'm not.
And again, I've always gone with the flow. Yeah, I don't know.
That's all clearly because we lost Severa, the heart and soul of the team.
Yeah. Well,
Clearly, and you got
I
Jules,
was
who's
like,
some kind of a problem now.
Like, it's still before, because I know we've mentioned Severa before, but
She
had many arms.
She was a bee!
I thought you said she didn't have that many. Also, she was a bug?
This is great news,
all
Severa.
insane things that had happened during the Feywild. And, you know, after getting out of the Feywild, who knows if she still is a bee or has extra limbs? I'm not certain. But almost immediately before the Feywild, we had 2 other party members. Well, one of the party members is still technically on the train. That's Jack.
You say that Jack is like...
That's Jack.
Jack is a palace cat, and Jack is on a rug in the sunlight from one of the windows, splayed, belly up, dead bugging.
So
Yeah, no, Jules is like,
Jack.
Krutok?
No, Jack. Jack was a tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
Jack is now a cat, though that happened because of some Feywild bullshit.
Jack looks incredibly pleased with Jack's self.
She does seem to not mind being a cat. She's still our decisionist. But
You say Jack nods.
Does she get paid?
Yeah, she's still getting paid.
Jack nods again.
She's still doing the stuff on the train. So I mean,
Amazing.
I know. But
I'd be happy if I had that gig too.
right before, so a lot of shit happened all at once because right before we ended up in the Feywild and the circus. What it was a circus? Is that what it was? What was it?
The Witchlight Carnival.
Witchlight Carnival. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right before the Witchlight Carnival, we actually lost one of our party members through a painting in the dream car. They had gotten a hold of a dragon egg. None of us had known until we literally saw her basically being controlled by this egg. And suddenly the egg was, I don't remember exactly what happened. Then again, you know, all of her memories are all screwed up at this point. But the egg got taken from Jelly. Jelly freaked out and followed whatever it was that had the egg, and she went through that painting, and we haven't seen her since. Just gone. And then we stumbled upon the carnival, and then you know what all happened after that. So I mean, it's just been insanity.
Jack
since right
stands
before you
up.
got here.
Jack stands up as you mention that, and Jack does like the cat stretch front paws all the way out, back end straight up, and then licks her chops for a moment, and then raises up a paw and points at a wall. And you see that painting that Jelly went into that used to be in the dream car is in the car with you right now.
So we just
That
noticed
always
that
there?
now? No, it's not always been there.
It has not been there. It was not there.
Before the
It was not
magic
there
crap
an
happened?
hour ago.
Okay, so so Juke turns around. Heads just because it's now in front of her, right?
Yeah, it's in the car, on like hanging on the wall, like it's always been there, and it absolutely has not. But Jack points at it, and you see that Jelly is in the painting. Looks incredibly like a extremely realistic, lifelike painting.
Yeah.
And Jelly is a slime girl who has like a loose set of mismatched bones as a
Yeah.
skeleton.
And a ram.
Inside
like
of
there's
her?
like a ram skull sitting somewhere in her right now. I don't remember.
In her head,
Yeah.
like misshaping
Oh.
her slime head.
Yeah.
But that dragon egg is like in her tummy, making her look like extra pregnant in the painting.
That's artful.
That's
And you can obviously see it because she's a slime.
so Juke.
You can see through her.
Juke pales a little and is like, "That's heavily unsettling."
As you look at it, the dragon egg wiggles.
We should probably put a blanket over that for now.
Yeah, the more you tell me about this, the more I think that Jolene might actually be right, and this whole enterprise is super cursed.
This whole what is super cursed?
This whole enterprise is super cursed.
Well, it's kind of become our problem now, unfortunately. But yeah, we kind of deal with the hand we've been dealt.
Yeah, I thought my thrown overboard and drowned in the ocean story was bad, but I kind of miss those days now.
Jack comes
Simplicity.
Jack walks out of the car for a moment, and you see like the door opens automatically for Jack between two cars. Jack comes back dragging a blanket, hops up on a little table, like a side table near the painting, hops over the painting and drops the blanket on the painting, covers it up.
Yeah, I
Then
think Jack may
licks
actually be
paw.
I think the train and Jack may have like merged souls or something because that's really freaky.
I mean, Jack
looks at you.
understands us.
Jack pauses in the paw licking and just like does a head shake, no.
Yeah.
Then cleaning ear with licked paw.
Jack definitely still understands us. It's just she's a cat instead of Tabaxi, and I don't think she can hold her axe anymore.
She opens her mouth and it says, "Chook." It just sounds like a train.
No, God, that'd be terrifying. But yeah,
Like Jack, close your
so-
mouth.
Well, because Jack can only meow right now. Jack tried to talk to us, and it was just meow, 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 meow. We're like, Jack, we're speaking cat. We don't speak cat. Someone got tongues.
That's a pretty good feeling. That's a good palico.
Well, Sab's got her ears on right now, so and that tail. I'm more a dog than a
Oh
cat.
shit! Hold on,
so.
hold on. Wait, is Jack actually meowing at us right now?
Yes.
Oh fuck! Hold on, Jack. Hold on. We can't understand you right now. Hold on. Who knows tongues? Oh wait, I know tongues. What the fuck? I forgot I know tongues. Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on.
I got rid of tongues like 4 level ups ago.
Yeah, no, hold on, no. It's on my list, but I don't know why. Hold on. I don't know if it's from my. Oh no, it's just a skill I have. Okay, hang on. No, I cast it.
Okay, you use tongues, and Jack's meows. Jules and John just keep hearing like Juke, you hear
Oh wait, fuck.
what?
Oh wait, no. It says, moreover, when the target communicates by speaking or signing, any creature that knows at least one language can understand it if that creature can hear the speech or see the sign.
So no, you all
everyone
understand.
understands it right now. Yes.
Yeah, so you go up, and how do you touch Jack to cast the spell?
Is it
Oh
actually a
shit!
touch?
Here's the real
Hold on.
challenge.
Yes,
It's a
You
touch.
touch
touch the
them,
creature you touch.
Okay. Hold on, Jack. Hang on a second. You're gonna have to start over. And I'm gonna touch your head for a second, okay? I give the
That's you just bop her on the head.
no, I give her
Wow.
I give her a little scritchy scritch on her head. Okay, that should do it. I think we should understand you now.
If you try to take your hand away, and then
Okay.
finally, like the spell kicks in, and it says, "Do not cease the scritches. As your decision is, this is your command." My
Did they get
ear,
an
my
accent?
ear, my ear needs
Okay,
it. Yes,
okay,
yes,
okay,
the ear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is fine. The train and I have come to an understanding. The Krutok does not understand the train. I have come to understand the train. Krutok thinks Krutok understands the train. The train hates Krutok.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck
Do you
yeah, I
remember-
knew it!
Do you remember that glowing core thing that powers the train? It's alive.
Oh.
It is an egg.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Wait,
It is linked.
Jack,
It's
Jack,
linked
can
to
you
that
hold on
egg,
1
and
second?
Jack points the paw at the egg in the painting.
Wait,
Jack,
I'm
1
sorry.
second. Real quick, I'm gonna run and grab Jolene. Jolene, you gotta hear this. Come on. No wallowing.
Well, later.
Jolene is just sitting on the cart with like her head in her hands, and it's like
Oh my god,
what?
we're gonna understand
Like-
Jack for a whole fucking hour.
Yes.
Wipes her eyes and is like, what's going on?
Come
Sorry.
on. Jack is talking. He's
You can-
saying
you-
stuff.
You can hear. Also, I want you to please get me fresh salmon and tuna for my meals.
I
We'll
mean,
be going to a coastal town soon. I can smell it. I want it.
okay.
I'll
Yes.
prestidigitate before I go back into the other room to hide my crying eyes.
You get back in there, and Jack is forcing Juke to keep scratching Jack's ears.
Oh,
Jack
hey Jack.
is like through the pores. Hello, Jolene. I want to say that you are very powerful, and you are very impressive.
Oh, okay.
Also, the
thank you.
train is alive.
The train's alive.
Yes, the
Oh.
core that you brought back has been talking to me, and we have come to an understanding.
In a good way.
Yes, the train hates Krutok, though.
Oh, well, I guess he's beaten on it all the time.
Yes. But the train core is actually an egg of
Wait, we're-
magic power.
Hold up. Egg as in like it's a dragon?
It is an egg of magical power, and it will eventually hatch, but it is linked now because of this, and points to the blanket cover and goes, put the blanket on it. I see. Just a moment. And Jack launches
get
at the
a painting?
blanket, lands like all four paws,
Puss
like
in Boots.
claws into the blanket, and starts like trying to climb up it, which starts pulling the blanket down, and then the blanket and Jack all fall in a heap on the ground. And Jolene, you see the painting that has jelly in it with the dragon egg embedded inside of her.
She just kind of points and was like, "Is this another creepy fucking train thing that's happened today?"
The painting has moved from the cloud car. Yes, if that's what you're
Yeah.
referring to. Yes.
And it's different now.
Oh, it's not different. It's been that way for a while now. I've been
Well,
checking.
it's a little different. There's a crack in the
Yeah.
egg
Oh shit.
as Jack gets out from under the blanket. Eventually, the link between the train, the magic egg,
did she come back for
and
more
the
pets
egg
now?
in there. Yes.
Okay.
The link between the egg of the train core and the dragon egg will eventually hatch if the conditions are right.
Is that
That's
good?
Good.
Yeah,
It should be.
should.
Oh wait, is Jelly
Yes,
gonna
but
get
the
out
core-
of there?
The core may require more magical energy from a very powerful source of magic.
You're not expecting the sword and the necklace and the scroll and the bouquet.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with all that shit.
Jack, your language.
She's always been this way.
She's a
Uh-uh,
cat.
I
That
don't-
That's
shit's
fine, her
way
doing.
above my pay grade, which means it's even
Oh.
further above yours. Did you know I got a promotion when I became a cat?
Holy shit.
Yeah,
And
that
I have
sounds-
insurance now.
That sounds so good for you, Jack.
Yes,
Hey, Jack, how can
apparently
I get some of
because-
this turning into a cat juice, huh?
Apparently pets are highly
Well,
valued
commissions.
and are not allowed to perish.
What is this,
Alright.
Egypt? I got
Owlsby is
so
taking notes now.
Owlsby's not here.
Yeah, I know. So I said no immediately after saying.
I cannot put up with his smart-ass mouth right now either.
Jack says, yes. Unfortunately, the caveat is that I have to wait on one of you to change my litter box, which you have been very lax about. At least buy me a magical one when we're in Prickly Pines, please. Please. It's so bad.
How come
Oh,
you wouldn't
gosh.
let anyone pet your ears when you were a tabaxi and now you're all over it?
Can you? That
I
was
could
very
scratch them
personal.
myself as a tabaxi.
I'm sorry, can you
Oh,
repeat
yeah.
that? Because I completely missed it, Sab. I'm sorry.
I could scratch them myself properly as a tabaxi.
Oh, valid.
I don't have hands, and the paws come up.
She makes like grabby hand motions.
Yeah, like they do the
biscuits
finger
in the
curls.
hand, yeah.
But it's
Hair
but
biscuits.
yeah. I don't have hands.
Do you want me to find like a device to attach?
I do not
stuff?
want hands.
No. I meant, do you want a device for being able to scratch your ears when we're
I
not
saw what
here?
happened. I saw what happened to Severa with all those devices. No,
I'm talking
I am
about
content as a cat.
you know,
Part of the
cat I
whole
shall remain.
you know those toys that they sell for cats that like attach to the side of the wall and they can rub against?
No. See, part of the enjoyment
self-petter.
of getting scritches is not only the physical sensation, but knowing that it is making someone use up their time to give the cat scritches.
It's like you're
Yeah.
getting domed by a cat when you gotta pet
Exactly.
it, you know?
And since Jack is the decisionist anyway, it's like triple.
So
I always knew Jack was a freak.
did you also get signed up
Respect.
for the thing that's happening?
Oh no, nobody expects cats to do teamwork.
Okay.
Valid.
Cats
Don't
to do
say the word.
teamwork, you say?
Yes.
You can't say teamwork?
No, you can't say
No.
the other phrase.
We already said it because it's on cooldown.
Is it still
You
on
can't say.
cooldown?
No,
No.
it's not. You'll actually get signed up again.
Yeah, don't do it.
Oh.
Unless you're referring to the one we are about to have.
No, I think if you say
ain't
the word
knows.
at all.
No, it just knows.
But yes,
Did
there will
you
come a
think the
time
word?
when you will.
You can think the word.
There will come a time when you will need to help with this situation. And Jack turns and looks at the painting. And those of you who had the strongest ties to Jelly will be needed the most.
Oh, can I take like vacation during that time?
We don't get paid vacation anymore, remember?
We don't get PTO.
Have you been saving up your
No,
sick
we have
days?
PTO.
You
I haven't
get
taken a
sick
single one.
days? I mean, we're...
I haven't taken a single one.
Me neither. What a time.
Yes, of course. As long as you go ahead and you fill out your forms each year at the start of the calendar year, then you get a set number of sick days, mental health days, and paid vacation days. Did you not fill out your forms?
You know what? I don't want to talk about this right now. We have other pressing details to get to, right?
Yes, such as the fact that the train's going to crash into the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters in Prickly Pines unless you stop it.
Wait, what?
That seems opposite of what...
You're able
That
to
should
stop
happen?
it. You just said you and the train have an understanding. This is something you can do.
I'll push the intercom
Train
button.
likes Jolene because Jolene is the biggest. And the train is the biggest.
She'll push the intercom thing and be like, "Hey, crew talk, can we slow down or stop? Sounds like we're coming up
You
on
hear,
the thing." pretty
wang,
quick."
wang, wang! I'm hitting it with all I got!
Oh,
I'm doing all she's got.
stop!
Nothing's working.
Stop wailing on it.
Wait a
okay,
minute.
trust me.
Hold on. I need to double check the.
You're right, I need a bigger wrench!
Go look
Oh,
for it, but
God.
don't
Hey,
use it yet.
Hey, Jack.
Q37 at the front over the intercom says, "Very well. I will be your bigger wrench. Preparing slam. And you hear like the piston back from the piston arm.
Hey, Jack,
It's actually pretty-
you can go
pretty
and
nice.
tell off Crew Talk. He'll understand you for the next 57 minutes.
That sounds an awful lot like your job.
Fuck.
And Jack
I thought it was
curls up.
something you wanted to do was insult
Jack curls up in the blanket and tail over the face. Ears
We have been
flat.
dismissed.
Hey, Jack.
No response.
Yeah, I don't think you get
Jack
it.
is
No,
pretending to be asleep.
Sorry. I'll go whisper next to her ear. It's like, can you introduce me to the core?
Yes, later. I'll need the tongue spell again.
Okay.
Don't worry, it'll understand you. As long as it's not pulverized by your giant therapist.
I push the intercom button again. Hey, 86, the pulverizing.
Acknowledged. You hear like the slightest bit of emotion for the first time in Q37's voice. A little bit of disappointment.
It's okay. We can
As you
smash
hear like the
later.
piston go and just slowly let off the pressure.
I'm just gonna bullshit something real quick.
Mhm.
Like, I want to like put my hand on the wall of the train and like focus on like
Talk
the
to the
magical
train.
ley lines or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck we have.
Talk to the train.
Is this
Please, train.
Jack
I need this.
saying that? That's weird.
No,
Part of
it's
the train,
Julian.
part of the crew.
Just
Part of the
Sab
train,
doing it.
part of the crew.
Train part
In
of
the
the crew.
train, part of the train.
We gotta stab someone's heart in a box for us to keep this train on tracks. I think.
It's just in the
I don't know.
tree, part of the tree. Fucking adventure time.
So I'm just gonna like focus on like the magic going through the train because I assume it's like
Yeah.
suffice. Like the train's magic, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's so magic.
Absurdly magical. It's like so magical.
Oh shit. And she'll just kind of like, I don't know, try to connect to it to calm it
Yeah.
down in a way.
Yes. Tell me what level of spell slot you want to burn, and then give me an Arcana check.
We got time
Okay.
for a long rest after this. Go ahead and burn it.
Well, first of all, we would have had a long rest before this point, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let me rest it. I kind of boned it because I didn't use my portent and all that shit, so I kind of biffed it earlier.
You can use it right now.
You could have used it.
You can do it right
no,
now.
I had totally I mean for
Oh, from last time.
from messing up. I could have changed my rolls, but I had totally forgot
Got it.
to do a rest.
It's all good.
So I'm not gonna fuck that again.
Okay.
So sorry, give me a second.
Yeah. Roll your portents. It's like literally so magical. Like way more magical than your train. It's so magical.
I would normally hide these, but
I mean,
Oh,
you're
a
still
19 and a
hiding them in
20.
Chat.
oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what they were.
No, I mean, chat doesn't see them because I don't have roll.
I know, but I
20
just
chat
said
open.
them.
Literally
Oh,
just
okay.
said them out loud.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Those are handy to have. So yeah, I'm gonna have those, and I'll use I have a 5th slot is the highest I can get. Can I
Yeah.
use my bracelet that allows me to increase a spell by 1?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it to make it a 6th level
Okay.
into this understanding.
Absolutely. Are you going to give me a roll, or are you just going to immediately
Yeah.
use portent? Okay. Remember, the rules for portent are you can use it
For a roll.
After the roll, but not before.
after the roll,
success.
but before I reveal results.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Honestly, I'm just gonna burn a player advantage too to do it.
Okay. I've got that noted.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
You're okay.
So I'm gonna do the 6, and so I'm gonna advantage. Is this an Arcana? You said.
Yes. Also, you all see like the first hints of seeing prickly pines. It's approaching rapidly.
Oh god.
Ugh, 2 7s. Doubles. Well, I'll use my 19 portent.
Okay.
So 19 plus 12.
Becomes a 31, and you're casting a 6th level spell becomes a 37. You get the highest possible level of success you could have gotten with that. You reach out, and as you first I need to resolve something else. What is your highest level damaging spell
That I have currently prepared?
Concerned.
that you have currently prepared?
That is level 5, or it can be upcast to level 5.
Either one, your choice.
Do I want it to be a lot? Well, fireball or lightning bolt is probably the
Okay,
strongest
we're gonna use lightning bolt. Roll damage as if casting a 6th level lightning bolt.
Oh my god, are you about to kill Krutok?
I hope so. I mean, I hope not so.
Do it. I'll help
So
you.
I'm gonna-
Unlimited power.
so this is for 5. So I'll
Uh-huh.
get another 1d10 for 6.
Ooh, 42 damage.
42.
Whoops, I didn't mean to
normally
click that one.
10d6, so it should be 2d6 more, I believe.
If it's, I cast that at 5th level, which was 10d6.
Yeah, so you upcasted to 6th,
Yeah.
so it should
Which
be
is one
2
more.
more d6.
Oh, did it not cast all of them?
It casted at 5th level. All right, so 43. What's the d10 coming from?
I thought it was a d10
Oh, okay.
instead of a d6.
So
that's why I was so
that
confused.
is
It's
that is-
10d6, and I saw it the other way around.
yes,
Whoops.
understandable. So there's 43 lightning damage. You channel it through the chain. It is done non-lethally as you taser Krutok through the train. You just hear you smell burning hair. And then
Oh, boy.
Q37 goes, our engineer is unconscious. And you feel like a wave of gratitude from the train to you. And you
Okay.
sort of feel this connection to the train. You, through your understanding of Arcana and the way that magical frequencies and things like this work, you now have permanently, on that high of a success, if you are within 1 mile. Let me roll this to find out. We're gonna randomize. Give you a
15
chance for
feet.
even more. If you are within 11 miles of the train, you can magically communicate, summon, or reach out to the train or anyone who is currently on the train.
So I can communicate. And what was the other 2 things? I'm sorry.
You can communicate, you can reach out and like control it, and you can get a sense of where it is and what the conditions are around it. You
Okay.
basically now have a magical connection to the train that is permanent.
So I have like the Tesla app on my phone.
Yes, as long as
But
you're
my
within
brain.
11 miles
Yeah.
in your brain.
In the phone, in your brain.
Yeah, the phone in your brain.
And the phone in the brain. And the phone in
Gee,
the brain.
thank you for the 15 months
So
in a row.
magical. You also realize that it's like a flood of information, and you realize that there are so many things that the train could do and could be, but cannot yet do or be. And you have a much better understanding of the train now. You now have the ability to control which doors open to which cars, except for the dream car. Or the cloud car. I'm sorry, cloud car, I believe is what it's called.
So basically,
However-
which way? Like, no, you go ahead.
Yeah. While you
No,
can't control the doors of the cloud car, or like you can't make a door that's not normally a door to the cloud car go to it, you will always know where the cloud car is. Because one of the problems was before it would shift order.
Yeah.
You now will always know the order of the train cars.
And I can decide what's next.
If the train is not in motion, you can move the train cars around and they will magically do so.
Okay, I got you. I'll clear the details up afterwards.
Yeah. But the thing that's most important for right this moment is that you have an unprecedented amount of control over the velocity and the heading of the train. And you can do this as long as you're within 11 miles of it. You do not need to be in the engine car.
Oh. I'm going to not tell Crew Talk and just fuck with them.
You're gaslighting Crew Talk?
It is
No.
currently hurling at overdrive red-lined speed
Okay,
at
I'm going
Prickly
to...
Pines, though.
Jolene, when we're in a fight within 11 miles of the car, can you just summon the train to hit people?
Oh my god, just like in
Just like the boat.
Madam Web.
Yeah,
Dude,
wait,
I'm Madam
yes.
Web now. I can see everything.
Yeah, it's the thing that killed her mom in the jungle when she was stunning spiders.
Anyways, we should probably... I'll try to communicate with it and be like, hey, slow down. Like, gradually. I'm not going to cut it off so it doesn't fuck up all of a sudden, but...
The
Like,
train
hey.
whistle blows long and loud, and the train starts to get on a big arc as it gradually begins to slow down. And you basically... The giant spotlight on front of the train springs into life, and as it does, the same way that you can see through Owlsby's eyes, you can see through the train's spotlight.
Oh, fuck. I've been part of a train, but not like this. Wow, I didn't even... Never mind.
In the
I
train,
didn't-
part of the train.
Yeah, I didn't mean to double entendre that at all. That was a good one. Guys, I'm part of the train now, I think. And I'll make it slow down and stop and be like, thank you, train. Do you have a name? Do you talk? As I'm like projecting my energy into it.
The train has named itself.
Oh, God. Jolene rubs her nose and like, ugh.
Should workshop that name.
You basically like it's not like direct communication. There's no language, but you get like a sense of somebody like, eh? Eh?
Huh?
Eh?
Jolene nods 3 times, like,
Who are you nodding to?
all aboard!
You are able to control the train instead of crashing into and obliterating through part of Prickly Pines, dead on into the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters there. That is currently defunct. You are able to bring it into a reasonable docking port. So tell me, Jolene, do you want to take it to the... I'm gonna give you 3 options. Do you want to take it to the Royal Port of Call at the fancy, nicest district? Do you want to take it in to the market district to land, or do you want to take it to the Port Authority docks where all of the fishing vessels and merchant vessels generally come in? I will say there's no like signs or expected arrival for a train anywhere, so
Well, yeah.
it's kind of an Airbud situation.
That's no rule against it.
Or
She'll...
alternatively, you could land the train in the middle of the alchemy district in one of the canals there.
I have any idea how crazy the alchemists would be going over to that train to try and figure out what the fuck it's doing? That would be
Literally
an
what
awful
I just
idea.
thought, Tay. Like
would be an
100%.
awful
I was like,
idea.
those freaks are gonna be out here with their magnifying glasses looking at us.
That would be an awful idea.
Jolene, who is like now I assume like sitting down, kind of hard to see
Yeah.
out of a train's eyes.
Yes.
It's like, guys, I've never been here. Does anyone have any Prickly Pines knowledge?
I think that Jules, you would have probably have been here before. You know that
Really?
I think you have like a vague feeling you've been here before. Is Jolene like saying like, these, like giving a brief description of the areas?
Of where the things you just said.
Yeah.
To me.
So basically the
I'm
things I
relaying.
said, and to elaborate a little bit further is that the market district, you'd have to basically like park in a bunch of backyards. The Royal Port, you would be parking under the protection of the cannonade, as well as their Mark II Dragon Blasters. The dock district, you would be parking basically near the slums and where the fishing market is. And then the alchemy district, of course, you'd be parking in a extremely polluted canalway full of multicolored water next to a fuming giant alchemy warehouse / nightclub.
Ooh, exciting. Have I seen any of these spots before?
As the descriptions are given to you, I think you would be most torn between the Royal Port and probably, putting it out in someone's backyard in the market and like paying them to be like, you didn't see nothing.
Ignore this giant train.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we might have stayed at the Royal Port before, but honestly, if my memory is right, it feels like it was probably too much trouble to do it properly, Like,
Yeah.
you had to bribe a lot of people to get in without, like, a reservation.
Right.
We might just want a backyard.
But again, the Royal Port does have like defensive cover over it if somebody's after you or your train.
Oh, yeah.
So
But,
it
like-
costs a lot more, but has defenses.
Can we get a price quote?
Just have
No,
the
you don't have a
decisionist
price quote.
decide.
The decisionist is dead asleep on the floor in that blanket.
Well, Jules, what do you think? You're our map person.
Cartographer.
Map person. That's what I said.
I love that
Why
we,
do-
just before this, as you're calling on the map person, we had the argument about, I'm the only smart person on this entire train. You're the map person.
She's the map person. What do you want from me? I'm having a day.
I know. It's like, it's perfectly in character. That's why it's so fucking funny. Oh, just Juke being a troll a little bit.
too much.
Let's head to the
Jules-
market.
Okay.
Oh, actually, damn, there was one thing I wanted to do while we were on the train. Can I do that really super fast?
Yeah.
I have, where is it? What is it called? I want to quickly cast Contact Other
Yes.
Plane, please.
Okay. Which plane?
This is just contacting my patron.
Okay.
So, no spell slot, automatically succeed.
Yep.
Do you need a description?
Do you want to do that verbally, or do you want to just give me the information privately on DM while I move us over to Prickly Pines?
Yeah, I'll do it in DM.
Okay. Let's grab all of you.
I got a secret.
Doki, I put the GIF that we were referencing in general chat. It's from Adventure Time.
Happening with this.
In the tree, part of the tree.
me grab a train real quick.
Music.
Prickly Pines is a fun place. They got fun music.
It's great for the kids.
Oh, I went too
Don't
far.
leave your kids.
Train. Oh,
Yeah, make sure it's not on a building. What the fuck? Where's the train going?
I have to park it.
It's gonna be like the Austin Powers scene where he's stuck in the hallway.
Yeah.
The train absolutely is like wedged in. You'll have to like go out of the far back of the train.
Jolene pulls out a key fob, clicks it, and the train goes beep beep.
Beep, beep.
And I patted on its nose. Good job.
Kurtok is still unconscious.
Hey, Q37,
Yes.
can you give him like a nutrient bar when he gets up?
Affirmative.
And then tell him
Thanks,
not to
man. Don't
beat
work-
up the train anymore.
Yeah, stop him from hurting the train if he does. Don't let him. Tell him to not. If you want to. I'm not your boss, but that'd be great. Be a solid.
Do we want to find someone like to let them know that we're parked here?
I think they
Maybe
know.
whoever
did
owns the
we-
spot.
I think they know we're here. I don't think there's
Wh-
any way that they wouldn't know that there's a fucking
It's
train.
more of like I wanna find someone to pay off so they don't give a guff for putting it here.
Yeah. The people who live in this house who run like a little, basically like a fish shop right here, and it's like old and moldy, like their decking is and stuff. But you see tons of people waiting in line like around the corner who are all like staring at your train, but none of them get out of line to stare at your train because then they would lose their place in line.
Oh, of course.
The line
That-
wraps around the block. You see, like, every time they go up, nobody orders anything. Everyone gets the exact same thing. It is a plate of fried food, and more fried food. And then a flight.
Everything fried.
Then it's a flight of sauces that's on the side, built into this container that goes with it. And a 64-ounce drink container
Oh dear
on the
God.
side.
So
You
it's,
were
a,
That-
sick.
We've
so it's a Captain D's?
And everyone drops off 5 copper every time they come up, and that's the only they only say how many they're getting.
oh dear God. Yeah, my cholesterol's going up this. Excuse me, proprietor? S? Whoever owns this lot?
Somebody comes out of the kitchen and is this huge bugbear. So
Oh, cool.
how big, tall, not quite as tall as Jolene. About half a foot shorter than Jolene, but incredibly long arms. And is
Cool.
wearing like a has dirty clothes on, but then pristine, perfect, magically clean white apron and chef's hat and a full like face mask kind of thing, peeling off gloves, and looks over and says, "You're not getting preferential treatment no matter how many customers you brought in on that thing."
Oh, I just want to say that a parking lot is basically passive income. You want to take advantage of that for a week and let us stay here?
Looks around, looks over, reaches up and like scratches the back of the head by going in front and back over and around with this extremely long arm. You got a tarp put on that thing?
Do you have a tarp?
You don't have a tarp.
Jolene, can you make a tarp?
If I have yeah, I can.
Wait. How do
Yeah?
you make
What
a
do you
how do you
need?
make a tarp? Yeah, how do you make a tarp?
I can cast magic on something and kind of So I need whatever it's made out of, like a bunch of cloth, or I don't know.
It's not something you can do with prestidigitation, right?
No.
No, it's a different.
It's a
Okay.
but using like fabricate or something similar.
Yeah.
But I would need like raw material, so like cotton or whatever one would make a tarp,
out of.
a water resistant tarp in D&D land. I do not know.
Canvas, I believe.
I've got this black cloak from Gothopic. Is that enough?
Oh,
Probably not, huh?
it's made for a person of your size. Yeah, we might need like
The
22,000 of
the
them.
bugbear takes the cloak. You see the bugbear cast something on it, and it expands and expands and expands and expands. And you realize it's not actually expanding. What's happening is that it's duplicating itself and automatically attaching itself to itself. And then
Wow.
throws a massive black piece of cloth at you. Put a tarp on it. The spell costs extra.
Sab, you
25 gold for a week.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, how did you do that? She points at him. It's like, how much gold for you to teach me that spell?
Jules is tossing down 25 gold.
I
You
will
can probably
not-
reach it.
Yes. Easily. And then looks over and says, I will not let you encroach on my franchising. And then goes back in the kitchen, slams the door.
y'all.
want a
We could have
franchise.
we could
the
have
fuck?
gotten that parking spot for a lot cheaper.
Don't worry about it. Come on. I'm hungry.
25 gold is nothing to us, but it saves their lives. I mean, it makes sense to
I'm-
overpay.
I'm like, what, like 33 million in the hole? Like, it doesn't really matter. Come on.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Holy shit, Jules!
What? We went over this.
Is it really that high?
Let me find the number.
Wait. It's 61 million, actually.
Oh, yeah, 61 million.
Yeah, 61 million is a little less than 212 million or whatever the fuck you just said. It's still really
I said
fucking
33.
bad.
Yeah,
said 30.
so,
30.
25 doesn't really matter. Let's walk.
Sab,
Yeah.
did you get the player advantage from Doki for Jules about an hour ago?
Yes.
Did you get the one for Jolene just now? It said for Jojo, have fun making a tarp for player advantage.
I didn't even get to make the tarp,
No,
and then
you
he was
didn't.
rude to me about telling me how he made the tarp. He didn't even have somatic components. He just did that shit.
That you know of. It might have been in his pocket. You can just take it right
gotta-
out of the pocket.
You gotta grasp it firmly in both hands.
Only if it's a... No, it's a somatic component. Only if the spell is...
I'm just fucking. Don't think too much about it. I'm just
thinking
messing.
too hard. This is the problem
No, I don't
with
care.
ADHD. I think too little and too hard at the same fucking time.
And believe me, I get it.
Yeah, I'm in line for
Anyways.
food.
Yeah. I'm. Where do we decide to land?
We're in Prickly
near
Pines.
the
We know
market.
that much.
Yeah, you're at the market.
Well, the market. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go to a food stall that doesn't have a line.
You're lost.
Yep.
You go over to a food stall that doesn't have a line. It takes you a few minutes to find one. And it is a diminutive looking half elf who's wearing an all green jumpsuit and has these little blades that are sort of like spinning on their own in the bottom of these pitchers. He looks over and goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You need to try this. This is the latest in absolute fusion technology." And puts in a bunch of strange plants. You have no idea what any of them are. And then just, they all get turned into a slurry that comes out chunkily, pours it into a glass, and says, "That'll be 3 silver. But it's got every nutrient your body needs, and none of that junk anywhere else has."
If
It's Brondo.
it's what plants crave, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
You're not
All right.
plants.
Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, what was your name, man? Randolph? Was it?
No. My name is Summerchild.
Oh, summer child. You look like a summer child, to be honest with you.
Thank you. I look like a summer child because I drink 7 of these every day. So I have 700 times the amount of nutrient that everyone else has.
And you're only 4 years old, right? That's kind of incredible.
I am actually 4,732 years old, but I look like I'm in my early 20s.
Wow.
Why does it
You
sound
really-
like he's
what is
reading
your
from a
brain age?
script?
What? There's no script? There's a shuffle of stuff behind the counter. Just the pure, delicious, delectable. You see him like, oh, sorry, I dropped something. Leans under the counter for a second. You hear a rustling. Perfection of the Vegetamite sushi. Sorry,
The Vegetamite?
The Vegetamite. Vegetamite.
You made him go off script, and now he's lost it.
The Vegetamite smoothie, not sushi. Sushi is not even close to as good for you as this is.
Does your Vegetamite have Vegemite in it?
No, only vegetables. No mites.
Yeah, I hate the vagina mites. Not that I've ever heard of them or had them.
Yeah, that's the worst place to get mites.
Yeah. I just nod to Jules and be like, "Yep, you're on a boat too. I get it."
Anyways, only 5 silver a glass, but you won't need to have another meal for the whole day.
Actually, you said it was 3 silver just a second ago, right?
I'm sorry, I dropped something. Clearly did not drop anything. Goes under the table. You're right. It's 3 silver for an introductory member. There's no script.
A member? Oh
Yes.
gosh. Hey, man.
No. An introductory customer. I am a franchise. I am an owner manager. I own my own business.
Oh no. Run.
Would you like to know about owning your own business?
Hey, hang on a second. I'm gonna make you an offer, okay? I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and summon my wizard quill.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna write something on it.
Mhm.
And it's gonna say, "Do you need help?" And then I'm gonna put it on the table and like turn it around so it's the letters are going towards them, and just be like, a nice offer, right? And like
You
wink.
see the little like they've got like their hair sort of bound up in like a fashionable do-rag, as it were. And you see like the color shifts on the do-rag for a moment, and you see panic in the eyes after they looked down at it. Oh,
yes?
I'm sorry. You see them like very blatantly accidentally knock over the pitcher. Oh no, I've got to clean that up. I'm sorry. You'll have to come back later for your Vegetamite smoothie.
All right, thanks, man.
And like spilled it all over the piece of paper you wrote.
Okay. I also erased the ink as I walk back, as I turn away. Because I can do that.
You guys are in line for something really weird. You should probably come join me for the fast food, fried food.
You know, I was going to help support a local business that was getting squeezed out because of this jerk talking about I can't learn how to make tarps. And I didn't even know what the hell that was, to be honest with you.
Jules was so far back in the line, but because of how efficient they move this line, because everyone gets the exact same thing, like Jules is already almost to the front.
She's actually a little out of breath from following the line so fast.
But the line is, if anything, has somehow gotten longer, despite it moving this quickly.
It's crazy. You're at like a half sprint.
Yeah, and right near the bend, right before you get up to the window, there's somebody there who's like got a sheet of paper that says in magical script, so it automatically translates to whatever your most comfortable language is. It says, have your payment ready for exactly how many orders you're going to get. Exact change required. We do not make change. We will not make change. You will be banned forever.
Jesus.
Oh my
Or you can just
There's
say,
an-
hey, we will consider it our tip. No change.
No,
Wow.
this feels like New York to me. I love it. I've got 2 silver in my hands.
All right, so you're getting 4.
Yep.
You
Oh, Jules, get me some
get
too.
3 before the front, and they say number.
4.
Excellent. Keep going.
Go, 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 go.
Like, before the other person even leaves the window, the 4 plates are already being put on the window for you.
It's fucking crazy, man. Alright, she'll grab him the best that she can. Oh god, I should have thought that through.
Did they?
So you now have 256 ounces of drinks, in addition to all of the fried food platters.
Yeah, I'll come up to the counter and help.
I'll
Oh, thank
invisible mage hand carry some myself. So
Yeah,
they just kind of
if I didn't pick this up in like 5 seconds, I was gonna get run over.
You see that like the tables that are around here are absolutely like crammed full. The second somebody gets up, somebody sits down, a ton of people are just like leaned up against a tree or a wall. There's a dude who's sitting on a crate over here who's just scarfing it down as fast as he can.
Jean will find the nearest, like, just regular looking barrel and will lay his shield upside down on top of it to make a table.
It's like at a
Ingenious.
Enough.
Wait.
it's like
is
at
that
a
gonna-
convention
is
when
that
you can't
gonna-
find tables for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, is
No,
your
but here's the
shield
thing.
a straight up like flat board, or does it dome in?
It's flat enough, but
Okay.
here's the
It's
thing.
flat
He
enough.
like sees you guys coming with the plates, like holding all this food, and he grabs a barrel and he puts a shield on top of it, and then immediately like people start moving towards. He's like, no,
Yeah.
no, just like shoving people away, just like kicking people away from who's trying to sit at it. This is reserved.
Yeah. And you hear
Back
people
off.
who are like, new table, go, go, go. There's like a dozen different voices. Is that side of the barrel taken? Is this side of your shield taken?
He doesn't pull like a weapon, but he just like balls his fist. He's just like, it's like, come on, come on, come
Oh,
on.
I thought it was gonna be like oh gosh, what's his name? The guy who's the raptor tamer.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Pratt's
Pratt, yeah,
character.
yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Pratt with like the hands out to the raptors as everyone's trying to close
Yeah.
in.
They're all like still chewing on the food as they're like inching closer. Like they look like feral looks in their eyes. He's like, wait.
You all get
I'll,
over there, you get your table.
Yeah, I'll be imposing to block out the haters. Like, get out of here.
You have your makeshift table. Surprisingly, as much as this looks like it would be the greasiest stuff you've ever had, it's actually not like soaking through and dissolving these paper compartments that they're sat in. Instead, it's like perfectly fluffy, incredibly crispy, not too much breading on it. Perfect. It is a series of tempura items. You see that there is basically each single box has 2 sticks, like 2 little fillets of fish, 4 large shrimp, and then a smattering of tempura vegetables.
Did we just find like a kushikatsu like station in the middle?
Basically, yes.
See,
Oh my God.
originally I thought you were
God.
describing that fish place that we all went to.
Well, you couldn't really tell what it was because people are like eating so fast and just like the line is moving. All you can tell is fried food, and everything, literally everything is tempura except the drink and the flight of sauces.
This is just making me miss all the fried food from the Japan trip. This is not fair.
As
Yeah.
you all sort
Not
of sit
fair at
down,
all.
you can still see where your train is. With the tarp over the train, you notice as you look over, there are people who have climbed onto the roof of the train and are now using it as a makeshift like picnic area.
I mean, That's fair.
Jillian, you should make it wiggle.
Now I'm hungry.
Just give it a little shake.
Can I make it wiggle? I'm gonna make it
You can
wiggle.
make it go a little forward or a little back, or forward or
Yeah.
back, or forward or
Forward.
back.
And
So
two steps
back
forward.
and then
Forward.
forward? No. I don't want to mess up the tarp. And if it would like to roll over someone's toe, we play the payout, you know.
So y'all are having this delicious meal. You'll be nicely invigorated as you see the marketplace of Prickly Pines out before you. There are these giant towers in the distance. When you came in, you did get a brief glimpse of the royal port area where they had a lot more cannons than you seem to remember, Jules.
Oh, is it way up there, or is it to the left?
You can't see it on this map,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll give you a quick glance at a little bit of the royal port.
That's a big ass cannon.
That's one of the Mark II Dragon Blasters.
Oh, I don't
Have I
like
heard of
those.
the? Have I seen the Mark 1 before?
The Mark I was infamous because it was far more powerful than it should have been, to the point that it would break after every firing. But it was used to take down warships in some decades ago, when there used to be territorial battles over this stretch of sea between New Worston and Prickly Pines, until New Worston started making these ironclad vessels, and then Prickly Pines started getting this cannon technology. So
Cool.
they're basically at a stalemate at this point.
Did our
Arms are
ship ever
scattered.
run into this sort of stuff? Captain Goldeye's ship?
No, Prickly Pines has been
Yeah, it's
very,
probably out of the way,
very,
right?
yeah, it's far away from there, and Prickly Pines has been very jealous, like covetously guarding the secret to their Dragon Blaster cannons.
Okay. Josie just looking like, whoa.
Yeah, so y'all would have seen that as you came in and such, but as we're
My
here at the
grand
market,
Fuck those those cannons couldn't kill my grandma.
They're dragon blasters, not dragon killers.
Well, I guess my grandma did get blasted a lot, but like of a different variety back then.
with that as our closing
No,
comment.
it's not that. I forgot.
We're going to have to bring
Okay.
our session to a close tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Next time at Prickly Pines, our J Crew is going to end up going to the Acquisitions Incorporated local headquarters that is defunct, heading in and starting their mandatory team building exercises.
We're about to find that craziness out. Do we have everyone on July 15th? That is next Tuesday. Do we have all of our players? Do you recall? No one immediately realizes, oh
No,
crap,
should
no, I'm
be.
not going to be here.
Not immediately.
Okay,
Oh,
so expect next week. Same time, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow we have Hollow Knight, and on Thursday I am streaming Patapon. So that is our schedule for the rest of the week. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday night and a wonderful Wednesday day. And I hope that I will see everyone tomorrow. What? I may be busy, Tail. They told me I needed to come in for a cranium laundering. What are you talking about? I mean, they
That's
called
not
it
how Sab
brainwashing, but same thing. What are you talking about?
I don't think that's Sab typing that.
That's Sab typing that. Sab being
Why would
crazy.
Sab type in the chat when
Because-
they mouth make
Oh,
words
what?
here?
Uh-huh.
Sab, you've been
What?
hacked, my man.
Oh no.
All
Oh
right.
gosh, you sent me a message too.
All right.
I am
let's-
beautiful. Oh wait, Sab.
All right. I'm going to find us someone to rate. Ooh, do we rate? Everyone's
Right.
playing horse game right now. Pretty derby.
Horse game.
Horse game.
Fourth
Oh.
game.
The ultra
Horse game.
zoomy thing.
Uma Musume, yeah.
Those aren't
shit.
horses. Those girls ain't horses at all.
They are crazy.
They have horse ears. That's not
do
the
have
part I'm
horse ears.
interested in.
Or horse girls. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Who shall we visit?
They have like 3% horse.
Aya is playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And titled it
She's
You
good.
Yeed Your Last Haw. That's beautiful.
These things
Hanatu
happen.
is just chatting, doesn't know what they're streaming yet. I just playing horse game. Lucas playing horse game.
Lord, it's taking the internet by storm.
Yeah.
Horse game.
Unfortunately, it's really fun. I highly recommend playing horse game.
I don't
Uh,
know.
Unless you
I'm
have
too
issues with
busy
gambling.
playing.
how long is
I'm too busy
Tetsuo
playing a
streaming?
game that I'm shocked Twitch allows people to stream.
What,
but I've
Brown
never
Dust?
Yeah.
Brown Dust, yeah,
Oh,
Brown Dust 2.
You can.
You can
What?
stream that game. I know, it's crazy. You can
Wow.
stream that game. I don't know how.
According to Twitch, it is on their list of approved games.
Yep.
Wow. It's so hot and steamy at all times with that one.
I believe
It's so over the top that they can't post things on YouTube. When they post their YouTube things of like skill previews, they have to censor it because YouTube will ban them otherwise.
Wow.
Yeah, horse game is Uma
You know what?
Musume.
You know what? I'm
Uma
in. I've been
Musume.
on the outs of it this whole time, but you sucked me. No.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid over to Tetsuo. Tetsuo is building a gunpla right now, so let's go ahead and put in raid command 3. Did I do it? I did it! Hooray! All right, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you again for the great fun. I will
Good
see you
night.
hopefully all tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, nerds.
Whoa.